Question of the week. Hit us with it.
Uh, 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 one sec, I'm typing. Oh gosh, I didn't think, my thought was preoccupied
No
by
worries.
other
You're
things.
good. You're good.
No, give me like 2 minutes to think. Everyone tell me about their best part of their day. Karina, you go first.
That is our question of the week.
Of course, it's best day. Okay, no.
Oh, no, not best day, but like...
I mean, that's a good question.
It is a good question. What was
Okay,
the best day?
what was your character's best day? Yeah.
Okay.
Cloris goes first. Are we recording? Are we ready?
Yes, it's going.
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
Cloris's best day.
Hi.
Okay, I think it was when they defeated Oreos together.
Oh, well, that was a good day.
That was a good day. I think that as a team, that was a great day.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose that. Next, Era.
Okay, you guys gotta think I'm just copying her, but essentially like that the day after we beat Oreos and we had like that RP moment of all of us like at the table just like celebrating like wow we did it. And when Cove realized that it was not only like a historic moment in history, but it's when he realized that we were more than just a group of people doing stuff together. We became like a group, friends, brothers, stuff like that, and that place probably holds a dear place in his heart. It just Karina beat me to it.
Pick someone.
Hey Ryan.
Me. No, I'm gonna be corny as hell. It's when he went on the date with Mare. That was
Let's
good.
fucking
Loser.
go.
Loser.
Let's
Loser.
Simp.
Pick
Simp.
someone.
It was Yuri.
That's tough. Maybe his drinking game that he tried to do when we went to the Feywild for the first time. That backfired on him.
Oh
Good
yeah,
going.
that was a good one.
Going. Pick someone.
Gotcha.
Sigh. The Dorsch. Okay, I can't pick between two, but they're both about the same thing because it was after Oreus when like Marzino like pulled up to Lunara and was like, "Yo, can I stick with these people?" Lunara was like, "Yeah, I don't fucking care." Because like Marzina like finally living for herself. And then the second one is like kind of like one of the worst days of her life, but also a good day because I think it helped lead her to like living for herself again. But it's like at the Isles of when she like met with Lunara face to face with like half of the group and was like, "Hey," and Lunara was like, "You need to stop doing things for me and like do shit for yourself." And I think that's helped Mare become a better person, and she needed that talk. Yeah.
And last but not least, Bartoli.
Let's go, Barty boy.
Boy.
Probably when we all beat that Assassin's Guild together and like helped the Duchess out. I like that moment a lot, to be honest. Kind of small, kind of underthought about, but I like that time.
That was a big side quest that y'all took. That was a big side quest.
And now there is
I
an
think that was like the first thing we
listening
chose to
that
do with ourselves,
Yeah.
and not the thing we fell into.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why I like it so much.
Yeah. Cool.
I love how aggressively
All
that
right.
quest went. It's like, oh, this
It was really
is
cool.
it.
Y'all W keyed that quest. All right, gang. Any other questions before we jump in and get started with session 93?
I just
what's
had
your favorite-
cannons.
Huh?
What's your favorite day, AJ, from the campaign?
I got a lot of moments that I'll get into. I've mentioned one before. There was a moment that Yuri and Cove had, where they're like, I think it was in Kaijor, where they're like on the roof and it's like snowing outside, and like Kove just lost his brother, and like Yuri like coming into the party, still him and Kirk kind of being like the two like offshoots. Yuri, or was it in Kaijor? I can't remember when it was, but I remember there was a line that I really liked. He was like, "It's so hard to dislike you." And I just love that line because it was a genuine moment between those characters because it was like I think the first time we saw Yuri get vulnerable.
I think I recall.
And
I think I
then-
recall that because it was like I
Yeah.
want to dislike you.
Yeah, it's like it's so hard to like it's so
Yeah.
hard to hate you. Like it's so hard to dislike you. And I just that line sticks out to me a lot for Yuri and Ko's relationship. So yeah, I think that's one of like the key moments that I really like. I got a lot that I'll get into and I'll wrap up in 11 weeks. So yeah. But all right, gang, we're going to jump in and get started. Hey, Jackie Music, good to see ya. Thanks for coming in and blessing us with your presence. You know, Jackie Music, when we first met, I didn't like you. Not at all. But you've grown on me. Still got you sputtering sometime, but you've been here for the long haul, Jackie. I will say that.
Are you flirting with the
Don't
music?
get emotional, AJ. It's
We begin
Save
our
that for-
session tonight here in the Zavaldan Empire, within the capital city of Xargos. You all awake in your various rooms. It is the first moon day of the month, the beginning of the week. You all have one final meeting with the remainder of the Guardians and your combined allied forces. Over the course of 5 days, you all will watch as ships upon ships, both by air and by sea, slowly start to arrive in the city. Representatives from Karos, dwarven smiths and drow fighters, from Usmiths, iron-clad plated armorers, from the Republic of Shilao, unique individuals with hold over even stranger magic, alongside Ronins hired by the Empress to represent the country. You all are given the next 5 days to recover from your wounds sustained in the domain of the false god, taking a much-needed rest while the rest of the Guardians finalize the intricacies of the Elemental Lord's help. The final steps in the battle against Eos are culminating at Eden soon. These 5 days you can spend however you'd like. And after these 5 days, the sealing of Xarix begins. And once that is complete, the assault on Sigorin, the city taken over by Eos, via airship and other apparatus will commence. These 5 days are the last chances before the final decisions and actions that will end our campaign begin. You can use this time to speak to old allies, learn more of the details of the plan at large, and not just your role in them, or however else. On the 8th day of the month, at the end of the week, the day of Swords Day, you all are to meet with your allied forces in Eden and begin to plan to seal Xarix, hopefully preventing the cataclysmic battle to come to keep its destruction in the now abandoned continent. For the sake of teleportation, communication, whatever, you all are very capable and very powerful at this point in your adventuring careers, at this point in the story. We're gonna kind of throw caution to the wind a bit for like spell slots and etc, etc, etc. So I will turn it all over to you. What do you all want to do?
Who goes first?
For people that, well, everyone look through your inventories, make sure there's nothing you want to upgrade. Because we have money, and we have some party funds. Just to get out of the way, I would like to upgrade I need to upgrade my armor, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Ring of Protection. Is there like a +2 Ring of Protection? Is that an item?
There is not, unfortunately. That's something that you could probably get made, but 5 days before the end game begins. At this point, probably not enough time. If only there
What
was
if-
someone that we kept good contact with that
Hey,
What was
Mare
it?
wrote a letter. She gave a good
broke
old
up over him over text.
No, she went in person to break up over him, and then she wrote him another letter, and I was like, I hope
Yeah.
this finds you in
No,
good
no,
health.
I'm just joshing you. I'm just joshing you.
There's no
Yeah,
Josh.
there's
in
no
this
ring of
PC.
protection +2.
And I'm guessing that I can't like Elven Change is not a upgraded version of that. That's I'll need to find like a I'll need to find.
We'll be
some-
sticking
that's it.
to official content for this one, gang.
How much would +3 studded leather get me? Because I have +1
see.
studded leather.
Let's find out.
Trying to get your AC over 30.
Anyone else while I'm doing price checks on all three?
Yeah, I have studded leather 2. How much do you upgrade it from 3?
So I'm gonna say, like, for the sake of it, you guys just gotta buy it at this point. There's not really
Okay,
enough
that's
time
fine.
to upgrade the
That's fine.
enchantment and everything like
Yeah.
that.
That's fine.
Yuri, I'm gonna say as
We got
per
money.
DMG, DMG, it is a legendary item. It's saying it would be 50,000 gold pieces. I'm gonna have that to be sane for 20. I'll meet you in the mid. I'll give you round down to 24,000 for +3 armor.
+3 studded. 1, 2, 3.
Um,
24,000 gold. Sold.
Also,
Cool.
yeah, I'm gonna. Sucks to suck. I'm gonna sell the Vorpal Longsword.
Okay.
It's not gonna serve me against Eos. It's not. It can't affect him, so. I
AJ,
want to
I
go
have-
look for that other belt of strength that me and Kurt had found too. I didn't buy it at the time. I want to go see if it's still there. I think it was
A Vorpal longsword sold after use is gonna net you about 12,000 gold pieces.
Just put it all in the party fund.
Cool.
12,000?
Yeah, to the party fund.
Okay. And I do have the whole number for the party fund as well. If people need to buy stuff, that's it.
And with my items, like my amulet of health and my grimoire, I can't really. Those things are too important. And then there's the cloak of the sand dragon, which is also a cloak of protection. So I could unattune that, but anything that I get wouldn't help us. Like even if I got a staff of power, it wouldn't help against Eos. I would, unless we can find an arm. Like there's nothing really I can do.
I'm sure
with.
I'm sure we'll have that talk so we can get you to be. Sounds bad. Useful.
Wouldn't the 10th level
Okay.
spells be the thing that hurt Eos?
Or you
I
have
will
something you wanted to
spend-
buy? Sorry.
Can I look for a broom of flying?
A broom of flying.
Also, AJ,
8,000 gold pieces.
how much
Done.
would like a +3 shield be? Like a +2 shield, preferably +3.
Yeah, let's find out.
Open up your bank accounts, kids. It's time to spend.
I'm opening up the remains bank account.
+3 shield is gonna be 24,000 gold pieces.
Can we
You
afford that
all-
or not?
24,000?
Uh-huh.
Do you want it all out of the party fund?
Is this non-attunement?
I have 800 gold and I'd rather not spend it.
Okay. Okay. How much? 24? 24?
Uh-huh. Is that okay with everyone else?
Yeah.
No.
We have enough. That we have that almost halved our party fund.
And I believe, Bartholomew, you said you were looking for something?
Yeah, I was going to go back to look for that other belt. The one that gives me a 23 strength like Kurt has. There was two of them there that gave the same bonus at
23?
that one shot. I think it's a Hill Giant, or is the Storm? It's one of those two that's the same.
Bart's spell is more important than my shield.
I have enough money for my
For 23 for a 23 strength,
Yeah,
that is 40,000 gold pieces.
I don't have that much, but I'm pretty close.
Frost
you
and
need?
stone,
How much you need?
40,000.
How much you need?
10. I have 30.
10,000?
but I need
10,000?
10,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll leave us enough money for the workers at least.
Done.
So.
Done. We still have 18,500 gold.
I'm adding the +3 shield to my inventory. I love
I
you
have a-
all.
I have a question about an requires a team though.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't it nice to just spend money without having to worry?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of is.
We ain't going- It's gonna be the last time in 2 years.
Yes.
Okay, can we get healing potions? Spell components.
What do we have
yeah,
for healing
let's
potions? What do we have for healing
let's-
potions?
stock up on healing potions. I'll spend some of my
Yes.
gold, and also
Yes.
I'm spending 500 gold on trolls for a spell.
I've been DMing Bren like weeks ago about spell components. I'm pretty good. I got diamonds. I
Cool.
have several hero beasts.
So there are 3 of the top tier healing potions available, 5 of the secondary top, 3 of the greater, and 7 regular.
Let's get all of them. We're about to go to war.
Yeah, I kind of honestly think we buy every
Yeah,
single one.
we
I agree.
Yeah.
Let me do math then.
This is gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even I as Juice, I'm like, yeah, maybe for this one.
Okay, who has potions right now? Who has
I have
potions?
one
I
greater
can make
healing
one.
potion that
I
Yuri
have one
gave me.
greater.
Hold up, I might have one. Let me see.
Oh, I do have 2 greater.
No, I
Oh,
I
you
don't
gave
have
it
any.
to Yuri.
All
That's
right,
right.
let me do math real quick.
I do have a scroll of watery sphere.
All right, so I'm gonna start from top to bottom. Y'all mark them off, all right? Because I assume you want the supremes the most.
Yeah. I got calculator.
All 4 supremes are 5,400 gold pieces.
Or 3? 3 supremes?
Or 3. Yep.
Okay, 54.
2250 for 5 superior.
Okay.
1,050 for greater. Or sorry. I lied. I forgot to mix them. Delete that. 450 for 3 greater. And
Okay.
350 for 7 regular.
We are down to 10,000 gold.
And I'm guessing a staff of power is like a 80,000 gold rate, right?
Probably in
That's
that
if
range,
you,
yep.
yeah, and that's if we can find one.
And it wouldn't. Unfortunately.
Who
Yeah.
wants superiors? Who does superiors help the most? Because those are actions to use.
Superiors and supremes are actions, greater and regular are bonus actions.
Every time Marzina heals, she gains some healing as well.
Yeah.
So it should get to you guys. If anything, the ones that help Mare the most are the greater ones, which are bonus actions.
Yeah.
I think realistically, and maybe I'll regret saying this when we're in combat and we need them. Realistically, the bonus action ones are the ones we probably want to be using in combat. The other ones, it doesn't really matter who has them. We'll just be like, okay, who has them? Reduce 1, because if we're taking them out of combat, it doesn't matter who has them at that point in time.
I think that we should also be aware that the only time we're probably going to use these is in that combat.
Okay. 7 normals, so everyone can just add a normal healing.
Okay.
And then if someone wants a second one.
How about Yuri
If
takes
no
the
one,
second one?
I was about to say, if no one's against it, I can take it, and then I can maybe have it be like a hasted action kind of use if someone's really in trouble.
I mean, that's a good idea. And also, I
We
have a quick question. This is kind of for Mare and AJ. So, Mare, one of your attunements is a ring of protection.
Right now, my attunements is a ring of protection. Where's my attunements? Amulet of the Devout +2 and the Twilight Bringer.
Is anyone thinking it might be a good idea to get her a staff of healing?
I don't know what that is.
It's a staff of healing.
Yeah, but like, what does it do?
Yeah.
Besides healing.
You use it to pop healing spells.
So it'll give you a few extra casts of mass
You get
cure
extra
wounds,
casts
cure
of
wounds, unless they're
healing stuff.
restoration.
And my question, Age, is if I get extra casts of healing, would they be max as well?
Yeah, because I believe it's anytime you cast a spell. Or let me read that feature.
You're casting the spell.
I don't know if it's a spell slot that specifically says it though. That's what I'm trying to. Let me just double
Features?
check. I don't want to say
And-
yes, you guys buy it, and then it doesn't work, of course.
17.
I mean, it's not a great item, but if you
When
have
you no. So when you would normally roll 1 or more dice to restore HP with a spell, you instead use the highest number possible. So yes, it would work.
I know it's
really
not.
like- I
know
mean, I
it's
could
not
do
like
that.
I know it's not like a great item, but if one of her things is a ring of protection, it might be a good idea to get her something.
It's not just a ring of protection. It's Mare's favorite ring that's shaped like a crescent moon. So
Okay.
mark that down.
You can put it back on.
You can wear
You
it.
can still wear it.
So how much would a staff of healing cost if we were thinking
Well,
about it?
let her decide. Let her decide.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, here's the thing. Looking at the item, the staff has 10 charges. 1 Cure Wounds is 1 charge per spell level, up to 4th. So I could only do a 4th level Cure Wounds, so that's 4 charges, and it only has 10 charges. Or a Mass Cure Wounds is just 5 charges. So I'm only really getting 2 spells from it. Technically
Yeah.
3, and the first is a 1st level
Up
Cure
to-
At
Wound.
this level, with everyone above, like nearly above, or everyone above 100 hit points, it's good for what it does. Attunement slot, it's a good point that Marzina makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was a low level healer, it'd be like bussin'. But I just think I don't know, I think the Ring of Protection is better because if I can miss an attack by 1 die, that's big.
Fair enough.
Also, I don't really know any.
I was just trying out an option.
And
Let me get remains ACs all the way around after
Oh, wait,
updated armor, just to prevent me from going through D&D Beyond doing that. Let's keep track of y'all's AC. Bart.
Same. 20.
Horse.
16.
Cove.
17 without shenanigans.
Hurt.
19.
Marzina.
22.
And Yuri.
26.
26.
Nice.
It's also worth noting that the Staff of Healing, Marzina can't do that with the shield and the Twilight Bringer. She doesn't have enough hands.
That's a
I'm
good
gonna
point.
make my water into an ice hand. My water is not ice hand.
Okay.
Is a hand on your head holding the staff like a unicorn?
How many greater healing potions do we have?
How many would you
just
buy?
Oh my god, this is weird. I believe I said 4. It was
I do
5. I'm gonna go 5. Yep, 5 greater.
5.
Oh, and apparently I do have 1 regular, and 1 that I just got now from you guys. I saw it.
Who doesn't have a potion of greater healing?
I don't think about me because I can make one right before the battle with the cauldron.
Okay, so let's give Chloris
So-
one just in case. And also Cove. So we have 5.
So out of greater.
We got 3 left. We got 3 left.
I say we give one to Bart, Yuri, and Kurt.
Yep.
Guess for everyone but you.
I already have 1.
Okay. Superiors. We had 3 superiors and then 3 supremes.
Sure. We'll go off that. Sorry, I accidentally deleted it.
I hope Kurt gets one because he's reckless as fuck.
I can probably hold on to one of each of the higher tiered ones just so if I'm hasted, I can still give it to you without without burning an entire turn.
I like this as well.
I
If
like
that makes sense and works for
I
me.
like that the melees have the superior ones, or the highest one, the supreme ones, and we can take the superior ones.
You want the melees with the supremes?
Yeah.
All 3 melees with 1 supreme, and then everyone else with a superior.
Yeah. And that's my suggestion.
No,
That sounds like a good idea.
That works for me.
How much is the superior heal? 8d4 plus 8, and the supreme is 10d4 plus 20. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, Supreme's a big one.
Okay.
And that's why it takes an axe. You're like jugging a carton of milk real quick.
AJ, I have a question.
Yeah.
As a cleric, when I drink a healing potion, is it also max? Probably not.
No, it's a spell.
Not a
It
spell.
specifically says spell.
Okay.
You gotta use your bippity boppity for that.
I cast
Right,
this
I'm-
potion. No, just kidding.
Okay, I'm set. We still have funds if people want to buy stuff.
I might want to buy stuff. Just give me a second. I'm just
AJ, do
looking.
you know what stage the moon is in right now on this day?
Yes, I don't know what the name is, but on Moon Day, it is 2 days ago was a when the moon is like not seen.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
perfect.
New moon.
Perfect. A new moon.
New moon, thank you. So it is 2 days after
Hey.
that. It's like the moon is. It's like a hair nail.
It's
So
Monet.
waxing gibbous moon.
Sure.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, hold up. Uranus is moon.
I mean,
hold up.
If you guys want, there's items that are not
What are you doing?
that are just to have.
Nothing.
Stop it. You got a boyfriend. Stop.
Also, that was Bren, not Yuri. You can roll to fall in love with Bren if you want, but
Yuri knows moon phases. He was
No.
a sailor.
that's
Exactly. Exactly.
Stop trying to bullies
Yeah.
get everybody.
I love all of you, and you can't do anything about it.
I'm done.
Cool.
Actually, let me get. Is there a potion of radiant resistance or necromantic resistance or something? Or
Big.
acid?
That's
There
actually
are
yeah.
potions. There are a shit ton of potions, y'all.
What? How does a potion of haste work? You just drink it and it works for the duration.
I'm gonna say Cloris, give me intelligence saving throw.
Okay. 9.
9. It is 300 gold pieces for a potion of resistance against radiant.
Okay.
Okay, we're here for 5 days. Can I just roll to recharge my Twilight Bringer 5 times?
Yeah, sure.
I'm supposed to.
Yeah,
Um,
How much would a potion of invulnerability cost?
Yuri, give me a intelligence saving throw, please.
I suck at that.
this is why he does this.
It is?
Hey, actually.
11, not particularly high DC. You're fighting a god, essentially. You're fighting a creature
Doesn't matter.
that
True
gods
damage.
were
True
fearful
damage.
of.
Never mind.
Let's be real, you know what I mean? There's not anything
Mm-hmm.
mundane in this world that's going to prevent damage from this thing.
True damage. Copy that. Copy that.
Oh, true. Oh, that's yeah. Well, that messes with some of my plans.
if he failed that, I was dead ass gonna ask it with no intention of doing it, just so I could make the,
Yeah.
so I could try the check.
Like, at this point, like, you gotta understand, Eos is one creature, and it was able to stop a war against the archgods.
Which, if anything, like if Astamar had radiant resistance, then definitely angels got like higher than that. Is there any sort of like potions that give temporary hit points?
Healing potions? Oh, never mind.
No, like they get
Temporary hit points? I don't know off the top of my head, brother. I know heroism, a potion of heroism does, I believe.
That could be useful.
But that's really it.
There's like there's stuff that gives you hit dice that you've spent, but there's nothing that gives you temporary hit points.
And a potion of heroism is 10 temporary hit points for an hour. And it's an action to drink, so.
Yeah, but doesn't it like how long does it last? No.
The temporary hit points last for 1 hour. You're under the effects
just
of the
drink
bless
6 of them.
spell for it. Yeah, no, that's not how it works.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a true item or if it's a homebrew item that I made because it seems really familiar. A potion of maximum power.
That's not
Is that
a.
That's
Doesn't
probably one
sound
of
right.
mine. That's probably one of
it's
mine.
Not a D&D item. No, I believe it is. Hang on. It is a critical role item.
Spellcasters.
Critical role item. Let's see. This is
4th level or lower, it's max damage.
The first time you cast so it's a one use. It's a one use 4th level or lower spell.
I'm just saying, the blind at max damage is 64 damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's 4th level or lower?
It's 4th level.
or lower.
Give me intelligence saving throw, Cove.
It's not gonna matter.
All right.
We're not gonna kill him.
Really bad roll, 17.
17. If you remember, the motes of Eos had limited magic resistance to spells of 3rd level or lower.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So like if you would use this, it would have to be on a 4th level spell.
It specifically says in the item 4th level or lower. If the motes had a 3rd level resistance, just keep that in mind.
What do you mean by modes?
That means
The
Eos
horseman?
is probably
The
resistant
tiny
to
little
spells
things
below,
that
like,
Eos
5th or
has
6th.
been turning people into.
Essentially,
Oh.
all the foot soldiers, if you cast a spell if they're level or lower on them, it just doesn't work. It needs to
Yeah.
be a 4th level or higher magic, which means Eos probably has like a higher resistance. Which means at one point in the fight, I'm not gonna be able to do any damage because I can't.
Anything else you guys want to do, or are we concluded shopping?
Is there potions that can
I can't hear
Hey.
you. Restore spell slots? I don't know the whole. There's like over 5,000 items in the game, brother. I wish I could tell you. I wish I was that good, but
I'll Google it. I'll Google it real quick.
yeah.
Hey,
Yes,
Jay?
course.
It's not something like magical or something. I thought it would be just sweet. I want to have a final portrait, another one of the team.
To add to the like 17 others you have.
No, for the third. I only made 2.
Yeah.
AJ, in the
But I
portrait-
will. I want to include everyone like in the story that's an ally and importance and stuff.
Yeah, it's like 10 gold pieces, dude. Nothing at this point.
AJ, I
Thank
want to be a little dipshit and try and like sneakily like flip off in the portrait, just like hide the bird somewhere.
The fucking artist is
You
like,
ain't
stop.
hating it.
Stop.
My 21
That
passive
picture.
perception.
It's like, stop.
A 21
moving.
perception.
Stop moving. If it be so kind, stop moving.
Wait, if Chloris has a 21 perception, can I roll with my +2 deception to try it?
You ain't deceiving her.
Okay, I won't. It's just silly. That's what my siblings and I do with my mom's camera.
Oh,
Anything else, gang?
there is one thing Cove wants to do. You know how some tieflings have like jewelry that hang off of their horns?
Yeah.
He wants to get some of those, and one will be will look like a small broadsword. Will be like 3 leaves. Another will look like a little flame. One will be like a fishing hook, like kind of look like it, and one will be a crescent moon.
Oh yeah.
And he'll leave
2 gold pieces for sure.
Yeah, and he'll leave one spot free, as if there is an extra spot. And he's also gonna get one for Hawksley and Jarlin, which will be a hat. No, it'll be a little potion.
A hat, a full hat.
No. It'll look like a little potion, and for Jarlin it'll be a thing.
Oh yeah.
Are they like separate things? Because I'm picturing like those
charm
Pandora
bracelets.
bracelets that have the little
Yup.
charms.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's
Oh
like,
yeah. That's sick.
It's
That's
just
sick,
like
dude.
little stuff that hang off the horns.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
you went
does
to Jared.
Chloris's pet cat thingy-majig like to play with the charms on Cove's horns?
just swat at it.
Yeah.
All right, but I'll
Probably-
pass it on to
probably
you guys. If
size.
you're completed shopping, what do you guys want to do with your 5 days here?
I have 3 things I wish to accomplish if someone else wants to go first.
Go.
Go.
Oh.
Karina, what's Chloris doing? Marzina's gonna be coming up to her in Bartholdy's room, just knocking up a storm one morning.
Okay, go ahead.
Chloris,
Yes, Marzina?
what are you doing today? Are you busy? Do you want to go shopping? I feel like we haven't had girl time in like months.
Well, we can have girl time.
Like, girl time, girl time?
Yes, girl time, girl time.
So much has occurred, and I have not had the chance to talk to you at all. And like linking arms with Chloris, taking her to the streets. When are you and Bart getting married? I already have wedding gifts, and like, I don't know when's the right time to give them.
Maybe if we both live after that. You know, maybe. I don't think a rushed wedding is in our best interest right now.
That's fair, but like, what if you guys eloped?
I already tried that, Marcina. Did not. It didn't go over well.
Okay, so what we do is we just don't tell Bartholomew. I'll just be like, oh, Bart, I need you to meet me here at this place at this time. I
I
have
don't think-
something important to tell you, and then you can be there. And like, I don't know what the Feywild customs are, but like, at least in Fragaria, white dress and everything, you know? Get you in a nice white dress. You know,
Mm.
he doesn't need to know.
I feel like you are focusing on me when we should be directing the focus on you. Has anything occurred in your life recently that you wish to share about?
You're a nicer dating.
What? Come again?
Pretty sure didn't.
Huh?
Kurt and I started dating.
Ah! Wonderful news! How was it? Are you gonna dish him like Ryman this time, or is he still keeping?
Okay. It's okay. With Ramen, I did not ditch him. I just didn't love him, and so it was unfair to continue seeing him.
That's a
With
good call.
Kurt, thank you. I was doing him a favor, if anything, so it wasn't fair. With Kurt, Yuri gave me some advice. Yuri knows.
You
I
came
think
to
he went
Yuri
to the-
before me.
I was on a boat with
Okay.
Yuri and Kurt, and there was literally no one else to go to. I tried talking to Valorous about this, but Valorous was like, ugh, I have to go move like fucking boxes or whatever.
All right. How are you feeling about this now? Is it?
I feel like I'm constantly having an allergic reaction. Like my heart always beats really fast when I see him, and I get like a little sweaty, and like my hands are super clammy. Yeah.
That's true love, darling. That's true love. That's a good sign. So that was why you were in distress when you went down during the battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird because I do love him a lot, but like I never saw him in like the romantic light, and the romantic light is like becoming a really powerful lamp, and it's kind of hard to ignore.
Well, you know what? I'm happy for you. Are you sure you don't want to elope?
Oh,
No. No.
actually, wait. No.
Hey,
Yuri
you
told
sure-
me I shouldn't take things to 100%,
No.
and I
no.
tend to do that. Maybe once we
Alright.
get to like 30%, I don't know.
Okay. I think you should have a date these days.
That was actually already my plan. I found this really cute cafe. They bring out like these little quasi dragons to like brulee the creme. Very
Okay.
excited.
Yes. Good call. Also get some like fire whiskey. I don't know. He seems like he could enjoy that.
Okay. This is.
Yeah.
What do you and Bart do for date? Never mind, I won't ask.
Like we have a nice dinner. We go for a picnic. We go to a moonlight. I turn into a dragon. We have fly in the skies. I don't know. Something.
Bartholomew rides you. Okay.
Not like that. Mercy. Okay. This is going all the wrong place. You should have Kurt at a nice cafe, and before that, you can go like pampering in a hot sauna. That's my best recommendation.
Okay. Thanks, Cloris. That's all Marcina wanted to talk about. She just wanted to hang out with Cloris, do some shopping. At the end of the night, Mare will give Cloris the pearl tiara she bought in the water plane.
Okay. Absolutely. You ladies enjoy this wonderful day. Is there anything that you ladies do on this day, or is it just kind of spend perusing around Xargos, just kicking the shit, spending your time wherever it goes?
This
I
is when Mare
think-
buys her +3 shield.
For sure.
Okay. I will. I think I want to treat Mare to a glow up.
Maybe evict the cat from the bed so I can have the blanket.
Get her
Uh,
hair boiled, you know.
no, all her skin freshly pampered from adventuring life and stuff, nails done and stuff like that.
Okay. Anything else from you ladies?
No, not.
I want to
for-
find Cove.
Absolutely. Cove, where does Marzino find you?
Probably like maybe the first day or two. She'll probably just find him in his room, and probably for once he's not working on like a dozen things. His desk is actually like organized and cleaned up. and he's kind of sitting on the magic carpet, and he seems like lost in thought, like not actively doing anything.
I don't even think Mare knocks because it's their room now, and she's just gonna like elbow Cove until he scoots over in the magic carpet and try and climb on with him, even if it can't hold two people.
Magic
Cove.
carpet like bends underneath the extra person until it's just like a U. It's like when you're holding a blanket up and there's something heavy in the middle. It's just like there and it's fluttering underneath.
It's just a carpet.
Don't move over. Noticing. It's good to see you.
So, I do like what you did with our room. I do appreciate the cleanliness. That being said, tell me something only Cove would know, because who are you and what'd you do to my friend? He don't act like this. I don't see a single paper on the floor. Are you feeling okay? Also, when are you going to talk about this? And like just like gesture to all of him and like his fun blowed back L'Oreal hair and the constant sand radiating out of his body.
Kovo pulled down the hood that he's kind of been like keeping up because it draws attention, and you see like he's never really cut his hair during the adventures, so like now it's in a ponytail, and you see like the ponytail part kind of like drifts off zero gravity, and at the end of it, almost like a comet, like the arcane sand just like glitters off and vanishes in the air.
I didn't think being my roommate came with the consequence of like having weird hair too. I didn't know that was a side effect.
No, Marzina, this isn't because of anything you've done. As we've all done our preparations for the fight ahead, I've done something that has affected me physically in a way I did not expect. But I am fine.
What did you do though?
Well, as you know, I was working with Arctican and helping him construct the spell that we use to deal with eels. And in the process, I was given the opportunity to learn some of that higher level magic, something that you can't really learn by yourself. And in doing so, I got a glimpse into the weave, the essence of magic. And it's not something that you can unsee. And it has left his mark in more ways than one. Some I'm going to have to deal with later down the line. And as he like looks at his hands, you kind of like see like some sand that's like almost coming out of him. But like it's very subtle.
She'll take his hands and just hold them. I don't know what those consequences are that you'll have to deal with later, but I hope I can be there to help you with them and help carry the burden of them.
I think I've figured out what the consequences are, but it's not something that can be helped. But it's alright. It's not something that I mind. How can I explain this? Ah, I have a story that might be able to assist me. When Luffy first started teaching magic to mortals, some of his first students wanted to see what could they learn from the world with having magic as their aid. And one person had a interesting question of why do mortals finally expire? Why do creatures age? Why creatures even as dragons will eventually succumb to time? And the theory he came up with was that souls do not wish to be in the mortal plane. They either wish to return to where all souls are found and go through reincarnation or whatever that process is, or go to the Hells or Elysium, as is a realm made for souls. And age is simply our souls slowly becoming impatient to return to what would be their homeland, their instinctual place. It's also why when someone dies and is resurrected, it gets more difficult each time. And when someone is alive for a while, their soul begins to cause a rot, which is known as age. And I believe that in doing what I have done, my soul has become beyond impatient. It wishes to rush to wherever that next place is, and in doing so, I believe my tether, my body, has become ill-suited to house my own soul. My life will not be as long as it probably could have been. And I realize that my soul and my body become separated even for a moment. There will be no reviving.
Oh,
I
what
can
have you done?
feel it. And what did you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, what have you done?
You don't need to be sad about this. It's not going to die within a year. There's nothing that extreme. I have at least a few decades left. I just won't be an old man.
I know no amount of time will ever be enough, but
It never is. That's the interesting
yeah.
thing about time. Everyone wants more of it, and no one really knows how to use it. But if it makes you feel any better, ever since I met you all, the remains, the things we've done, I've lived these last 2, 3 years more than I've lived my entire life, and probably more than I will live once our adventure ends. Time is a valuable resource, but it's only as valuable as what you spend it on. And I think truly in that fact I have become the most wealthy man I can ever wish to be. So while my time might be a bit shorter, it's well spent. Because I had you and my other friends, my family, to spend it with. Kind of like puts his hand on yours.
She's
Go
gonna
ahead.
do the thing where like she removes her hand from the bottom and puts it back on top. And just like keeps doing that.
He gives you a little smile and he just plays your game.
Yeah.
And you look at him, he seems like calm. Just happy to
Mare's
spend
like
this moment with you.
holding back all the tears.
You can, if you wish to cry, that is alright. I won't tell anyone. And he'll like offer you a hug.
She just puts her hand back on the top.
And he just plays your game.
Oh, also Kurt and I are dating now.
I'm sorry, what? When did this happen?
Okay. Anything else from anyone else?
I have a couple things, but Marcina has one more thing. So
I
Oh,
want to
that's
go
right.
on a date with Kurt, but I'm embarrassed, so I'll just go whenever Ryan does shit.
Okay. So
Right
I'll
now.
pass it back. Pass a lob to anyone else.
I want to do one thing.
Yeah.
I have a couple, but I will start with one.
Yeah.
I want to, in one of the days, I'm going to call Gleam Caller.
Okay. Where do you call Gleam Caller?
I will say for the sake of it, because there's a second thing I want to do in Aura.
Okay, for sure.
And like
You
outside
go, yeah.
in the woods.
You go to the forests and woods deep around the perimeter of the capital city of the Kingdom of Rodinda. You take the whistle out, you call it, and it maybe takes a few minutes until you hear first this torrent of wind rush through the entirety of the trees, the foliage, and the fauna are all disturbed as you see this moonstone dragon eventually land very majestically, lands with a powerful presence. It snarls and then looks down at you, this long body and neck craning its head downwards, a kind of eyebrow raised.
I'm bowing in reverence.
I remember you.
I remember you too.
Yes. What do you want?
We are fighting something terrible in the upcoming days. I was wondering if I could ask for your aid, but not unearned.
I cannot give you my aid. I have no master.
What do I have to do to become your mistress?
You tell me.
How about a gift of reciprocity?
Gifts are good. I've had gifts. But a gift is not how you gain my favor. I will say this, Cloris. There's no way you convince Gleamcaller without besting him in a challenge.
Yeah, I'm
There's
just
no
thinking of I'm just thinking of a challenge that I could compete.
Yeah, and there's no way that you call him and he's like, let's try this, because he'll win every single time.
Yeah.
He'll be like, who can fly faster? Me.
No, I'm just trying to come up with a challenge that I possibly have a chance on.
Pull up the
Girl,
checkers
make it arts and
board.
crafts. Make it arts and crafts.
Pictionary.
How about
have a-
people reading? Or who gives the best advice?
How is that quantifiable in a challenge? Seems very subjective to me. You could ask 10 people and you'd get 10 different answers on who the winner is.
Fair.
Is this all?
No.
I'm waiting.
Come on, possess dragon.
A skill of pure luck.
Your luck, you say?
Rollies.
I could be persuaded. I like a game of luck. But what luck indeed?
Just a simple game of dice.
Dice? So how do we choose who wins? Do you have dice on you?
I have.
High roll wins then?
High roll wins.
You tell me what dice you want to roll. No modifiers, you're just gonna roll.
I know. I kind of want to do like 3.
2 out of 3.
No, yeah, 2 out of 3. Roll D100. I'm just D100.
I'm pulling up Gleamcaller's stat sheet. I have to find it because it's not a Moonstone Dragon, it's a specific stat sheet. Just D100?
Yeah, 1D100. I'm doing it for chance. There's no way I can beat him.
How many times do you want to roll? And is it
I wanna-
higher wins or lower wins?
Higher wins.
Higher?
The total of all 3 rolls wins.
Total of all 3 rolls?
Yes.
Okay. You take out these 2 die, these kind of.
I have actually
carousels.
dragon jaded dice as
Cool.
my as a one of the spellcasting focus for
He
dragon.
puts his head down. You go first.
Oh, all right, I can
This is
deny
the
you.
wrong music for this shenanigan.
I really hope you roll 100 for one of them.
You can roll, Cloris.
64.
64.
Oh.
92. He grabs it, throws it with 2 fingers. It
Well,
seems I won.
we're not done yet. What's round 1?
Yes.
It's anyone's game.
Go ahead and roll, Cloris.
99.
Oh.
Okay.
4. Win it out. He goes, Interesting. Interesting indeed. This one's for all the dice, as one would
Yes.
say.
Yes. That's the fate.
Roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see. 73.
No. He wins.
As
it.
he rolls, he goes, better luck next time. The
See you in
wings
100
extend.
hours.
Goodbye.
Goodbye now for
As
now.
the wings extend and he flies off.
You don't want to take turns?
No. After using this whistle, you cannot call Glimskiller for 1d100 hours. So 16 hours I have to wait.
15 hours.
That's actually not.
But
too
I'm
bad.
not going to do so because I think it beats the spirit of
It's
the
a
game.
bit silly.
All right. Anything else, Clores?
While I'm in Auroch, I would like to talk to Pyra.
Yeah, for sure. You get a quick audience with the Queen of Rodinda. She's in the middle of like sending orders everywhere. She's distributing forces as part of USMIS for this event. She sees you immediately, her eyes go wide, like gives you the look of like, what the fuck happened? Did something happen? And then kind of seeing your posture and your innate demeanor, she softens. Cloris, been a while since I've seen you. Is everything okay?
It's been a month.
Yeah.
How are your preparations going for EOS?
They're going where I'm trying to get every able-bodied person to get on an airship and go. It's, working. We have the full cooperation, so...
I would like to ask you for a favor. Or,
Okay.
no, not a favor, but, a possible cooperation. Have you heard about how you contacted Killian?
I know very well of Husenver, yes.
Because they have able-bodied rangers there.
I'm well aware. I have contacted their spiritual leader, Quarry. She has promised a few of their healers to the cause.
Alright. Do you know where they are currently?
I don't. They could be anywhere. They're nomadic people, not just on foot, but their means of teleportation is very significant and vast.
Would maybe they help aiding people? Forth and back?
You need to understand, they're very isolationist, and I think while they're committing to the cause, of course, as are most factions in this world, I don't think they really appreciate outsiders seeing their home, even for moments at a time. You can rest assured, though, Clores, they are helping a significant way.
Alright. I just want to see if is there anything I can do here?
Calm down. We got this. We can handle it.
Well, then I'm gonna be sure.
Yeah. Take care of
Okay.
yourself.
You too.
I will. Don't get too stressed out about things that you can't control. Just focus on what you can do and trust in others to do what they can do.
That's fine.
I think it's just in one ear, out the other ear with you sometimes,
I might have been better in social etiquettes of the mortal realm lately.
Yeah.
Totally. I would love to talk to you when all this ending about a possibility of learning from nature. I have something in mind.
Yeah, what'd you have in mind?
An arboretum, a place where people can learn about plants and use their environment without harming it.
Yeah, that's
An
sounds
educational
exciting, really.
purpose. And where
Yeah,
I
most
can...
of our learning comes from, the actual trade practices of hunting, skinning, but that might be nice. A change of pace.
and a way of teaching them about underwater and other realm environments because I've seen
Let's
a lot of them.
start with plants. We'll start with plants first. Well, I don't think teaching the children about completely different worlds is going to be good for their brain growing.
Okay, I will
But I
have
like the
a
idea.
restricted
We'll
section.
workshop it. We'll workshop it.
I already have a building plans in motion.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Remember what I just said like 45 seconds ago about calming down?
Yes, but that,
Yeah,
that
I
I'm
think
doing
that-
it for my sake.
Ish.
Ish. You
You should drink
Okay.
water. You should go to sleep and maybe relax.
I'm just.
There's not a lot of that going around. It's
All right.
okay to take a breath.
I'm gonna go and teleport into Bertoli's arm, whatever he's doing, so he can move on.
He's cooking, you just fall on the hot stove and burn, you die. Anyways.
Okay, no. Next turn, though.
What a way to go.
What a way to go.
Hey, heroes
All
of the
right.
world, guys.
Anyone else?
I want to find Artigan.
Yeah, Artigan is in Eden. He's very busy doing all these things. The workshop that you guys have been working in is essentially closed at this point. It's a vacant room. He goes there from time to time, and there are people coming in and out, but it's no longer the, like, 10th level spell magical shit. But you can find him within Eden, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll try to get to him when like, because even as like a magical lich, he needs a moment of just like,
Yeah.
phew. So
Yeah,
he would
it's
go.
like very late in the day, maybe like 1 a.m. There's a meeting that's just been ended. You're waiting in the pews of the hallway of Eden as you see everyone breaking. There are a couple of hellos and pleasantries exchanged. Artigan spots you. You catch his eyes, and he just gestures you to walk with him. Eventually, you make your way back to his quarters. It's very quaint, where there's already piping hot tea waiting that's already been brewed in a couple of cups. You can tell just based off of how they're sat here, there's like one cup separately and then maybe 3 or 4 stacked on top of each other. Knowing that, you know, he doesn't really have a lot of guests, he pours himself a cup, he takes the other teacup and pours another cup of tea and hands you it. He sits down in this long armoire. Yeah, what can I help you with, Discovery?
I just had some curiosities I was hoping you could answer.
Mm-hmm.
Were you aware of the change that I might experience reading that tome you gave me?
Yes.
Well, I don't mind what has happened. Oh, maybe a warning to the next person that you might be willing to share that
You're
with.
an adult, Discovery.
I'm aware. I don't regret my decision. I am
You
not
shouldn't.
coming. I am
A
not
word of
coming.
warning wouldn't have done you any good. Would you have made a different decision knowing what you know now?
I'm honestly not sure, but that doesn't matter. The decision's been made.
But you didn't come here to ask me that. Why are you here?
When I read that tome, for a moment, I glanced at the wheel. Is that what you were seeing all the time? Why you were so erratic, or besides the different futures?
Yes and no. I see it all the time, yes, but it wasn't anything that made me erratic through my learnings of the arcane arts. I simply just had too many thoughts in my head and no one to share them out with. Like a horse that's run for miles and miles and miles, I think you all, the lot of you, wore me down. Unfortunately.
Apologies for that. Takes a sip of tea. I do have a question, and I'm not asking about how you, more of how you're viewing it. You have, I can only imagine how long you've been alive. I've always been Once discovering what you were, I was kind of curious. Is there a moment where you regret your eternal life?
No. I made a decision, and I stuck by it. I learned my purpose in this world earlier than most people would have. And when I learned that, well, it made my decision all too easy.
Kind of like nods on his hand. Well, I might not have had such clarity as you have had. I hope that I have discovered mine as well. I know you're a busy man. Probably should have came to you with a bit more purpose, but I feel like knowing the answers to this question were important. Well, I do not wish to keep you for too long out again, and I thank you for your teachings.
Have a good night, Discovery Johnson.
You too, Oregon. Kind of puts down the tea and floats away.
Okay. Anyone else?
I have something. Just one.
Yeah? Which one do, Bart?
So it's been a long time, but like I want to say that he's been working on something somewhere. Nothing major. Like it's just like the foundations of something that he's kind of just been working on with his own hands in Fragaria, since he's had the ability to teleport. Kind of like there might be just a day Bartholdi's just gone. You know what I mean? Just goes back the next day. He's kind of cold or whatever, but it's cool. Anyways, today he's going to take Chloris to that place.
Yeah, for sure. You guys make your way on over through the blistering winds of Fragaria. Please explain to us what happens there.
So at the summit of these two, there's these two mountains that kind of their tips almost touch in this way, and kind of at the base of them is just the foundations of a small cottage that you clearly see he's been working on. The snow is beating its ass, but he's been trying.
Yeah, there are furs reached over the tall awnings, just protecting from the snow. There's a small little clay cutout that you've been working in for a brick fire oven. Still in its early stages, but definitely, potentially, could be something amazing.
It's not finished, but I'm building this for you.
Me?
You said you always wanted to be able to get away to Fragaria whenever you wanted, so you need a place.
Yeah, we do. It's so lovely.
He kind of looks at the new belt that he just bought. Yeah, this will probably help a lot. Yeah.
Alright. I really hope we get to see this finished one day.
He'll pull out some hot food that he had prepared. We just eat here for now. That's fine. And just kind of sit and have their last day before fighting Yost be in their next home. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You kind of pitch a quick little covering overhang to prevent the winds from ruining your food, and this piping hot steam dissipates into the air immediately as you pull it out, but you have a wonderful, wonderful meal.
You know you mean a lot to me, right?
You think I do this stuff for people that don't mean a lot to me?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah.
But you better relax if we live through this. When we live through this.
I kind of want to. I kind of don't. I don't know.
And your sister can be the best maid.
Small fist, yes. Mare is gonna
Bullet
hate that.
dodged.
Yeah, and Mare is gonna hate that, so new bullet gained. But that's fine.
No, she's gonna be the one who officiates stuff, so
That's
I
fair,
give up
that's
on.
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
She doesn't.
She's been bothering you to death about that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have your sister and Yuri on my side. You can take Cove and Kurt.
Seems reasonable.
Yes.
Because I know for a fact Vaxel ain't showing up, so. That's a fact.
All right. I'm just gonna give him a big smooch, and then.
Okay. Absolutely. I'm gonna jump in here and go back to Xargos real quick. Yuri, where do we find you throughout these couple of days on any given day?
I think Yuri splits his time from, well, I mean, there's the taverns, and then there is kind of these two groups and just chuckle fucks that he's kind of like begrudgingly started looking after. One being a group of 4 that he kind of just beat up the other night. Of just adventures, and the other one, a different group that had stolen a massive ruby the size of a softball from some slumlord. So I think he keeps it separate, but he'll spend a little bit of time with both, just making sure like they're not going to get themselves killed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. It's late at night. You've just finished closing up the captain's quarters. You're going back because you're waiting on these 4 individuals, the ones that you aforementionedly beat up the other night, to come back from their hunt. If you remember, they're looking for a boulette, hoping to break its armor down and utilize it to make new armor and gear to better their chances and bolster their strength as a party. You know, you were told an expected time they'd be back. It's late. The sun has already set at this point. You're just waiting inside the kind of congregal room where you usually meet them. Getting a bit antsy after hours and hours pass. But eventually there's a knock on the door. You hear them first before they even knock on the door, like excited talking. These 4 individuals open the door. Yeah, we did it! We did it! They're carrying the carcass of this boulette within different bags, just different plates of armor that they've managed to like splint off. They've already tried to wrap one of the boulettes into like a shoulder pauldron to no avail. But behind them is another individual that you've seen before, never really talked to. It's a man, red suit, clean shaven, blonde hair, and a hat. Hey, boss man, we met this guy when we were fighting the boulette. He really saved our necks. He said he knew you.
We've met briefly. Briefly. What was your name? You seem familiar to me. I'm not.
Takes the hat off. Good to see ya. These lads, they got into some trouble, and I helped them out a bit. Kids, if you want to run off a bit, get your rest. I'll pay for you in for the evening. I gotta speak to the boss man for a little bit. You see, with a nod, they kind of take it, and then they say their goodbyes. It's quite a prolonged event. As eventually these 4 leave, you see this man takes the hat off, extends a hand. Hawksley, Holland Hawksley is the name. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure again, I suppose.
Officially.
Officially.
Now, I'd like to invest. Word around is that you're a bit of a businessman yourself.
What word would that be?
Well, it sounds like to me that your adventuring days look like they're coming to an end soon. And with that end comes a stark silence of an income stream. Trust me, I know. I'm looking to branch out of the Republic, extend to this side first. Sell some of my tonics and medicines in your bar.
The bar isn't really a sales front. You
The
may be
bar.
at the wrong bar, but
I think I'm in the right bar. This is where young adventurers said they were coming back to. Did a number on that bootleg, made sure I didn't do it too crazy to make sure that they had the win.
so you follow them, help them, ingratiate yourself to be led back here? Is that about right?
Exactly. I can appreciate what you're trying and not trying to do here. Whether you like it or not, those kids look up to you.
I know who you are. And we have friends in tight circles.
This can just stay between you and I.
They said you were a con man.
I was. Then I took a turn in life.
A turn so sharp it requires you to sell your tonics through.
Trust me when I say this isn't a financial bargain. I don't require the money, thankfully. I admire what you're doing, and listen, if some noble parchman can buy my tonics for 10 gold pieces a pop, you giving them out to the next generation might, well, if anything, it's a tax write-off.
Would you like to continue the conversation upstairs or downstairs? Because it's a
I'll
different
leave that up to you.
conversation. It's a different conversation, depending.
What type of conversation would you like to have?
Above board? And not.
Yuri. Yuri, is it? Yuri.
Yes, yes.
I know what's going on with the Eternal and all that.
I assumed.
Needless to say, my adventuring days are behind me. I have a daughter. I would hope that she lives to grow old. Mainly to take care of me, but I would hope she grows old. I've traveled with the same people you've traveled with, and I know from experience that this world isn't a safe place. When you're withered, and when I'm dust, there'll still be more adventuring to be done. Not by us, but whoever takes that up. If I can help in that regard, then honestly, that's what I'd want to do.
He's trying so hard.
There's always going to be people that want to hunt the monster, claim the treasure, explore the ruins. That's fine. That was, frankly, a bit of a accident that even those ones stumbled into my bar. My intention isn't necessarily the monsters of the world. It's the people. Monsters in their own way. There's a number of them in this very city. I'm sure you've seen some, met some maybe. People that
I've been known to tussle with a king or two.
People that strong arm, blackmail, ingratiate themselves into unknowing, naive poor adventurers just to claim everything they have, control them, manipulate them, own them. That's my enemy. I can recognize that there is a certain level of indecency that needs to be present for anything. Sometimes you need to step out of the box in order to get something done or to have something righted. I seek only to offer an alternative rather than selling your soul. People like Ibalba, for example.
She was a trip.
A favor turns into a favor, which turns into her owning you. At the threat of your life, those you care for, I don't care for it.
If I may. What happens when those that you're looking out for in this endeavor are approached by those such individuals, promising them favor upon favor?
I've done my
For the
job,
casual
better.
observer, then... Right, obviously, but... Think about it. When you were young, would you turn away 30,000 gold?
Hence the alternative.
Hence the alternative. I agree with what you're doing. I don't know you. You don't know me. But I know you can't do it alone. But I'm a businessman. Think it over. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out this stock card. As my card. In there's a once use of sending. You can use it and then the card will disappear. On the card, there's a very caricature of this man. It's very like meme-y caricature of him just like... And it has like the logo and the branding of his name and everything there.
All in honestly. Sorry, I'll mute myself.
Well, if the world is still here in a week, I'll think it over.
He gives you a nod, he turns. Give me a perception check.
I'm not good at that. I rolled pretty good though.
You just
Oh my
hear
God, my
under his
dice are
breath.
blacked out.
You just hear under his breath. What is with this group and picking up strays? I'm first Jolin and this guy is... Then he walks off. Sorry, Ryan. I'll toss it back to anyone else.
Kurt hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a
get
thing
up
that
to
I'm
it.
gonna do, but since Mare has expressed what she wants to do, that probably should come first.
No, I think
Okay.
Ryan should. Okay, fine. Okay.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
Where's Kurt? What's he up to? Where does Mare find
Where
Kurt?
do we find Kurt?
Yeah, I think that, honestly, most of the time he's probably either training or like, no, I think like he is training, but he's literally doing like, he's like training and like, basically running drills, having like Iris like swoop down and like doing shit like in tandem, like just
For
trying to
sure.
like training both of us
For
basically.
sure. You go to the turning grounds, it's a pretty clear like training area for everybody. There's a lot of individuals here. You set up your little posts, and Marzina, early at noon, you find Kurt there. He's just finished in between his drills, working up a sweat, kind of puts a towel over his shoulders, around his neck. The Phoenix sits on the shoulder and just looks like peerfully, looking at any potential threats.
Does the Phoenix think I'm a threat? This is the real question.
No, the Phoenix knows you. It's traveled with you. It gets it.
Oh. Oh, okay. That'd be a fun dynamic. She'll go up to Kurt and be like, are you free tonight? Do you want to be free tonight? What are you doing tonight?
I'm doing whatever you're trying to invite me to.
Do you, I'd like to take you out on a date if that's okay.
That sounds great. When are you gonna
Okay.
pick me up?
Oh God. Okay. 7. Sure. Yeah. 7. 7. Yeah.
I'll put on my best dress.
Take a shower. Yeah. Don't wear a dress. Okay. I mean, if you want to, we don't.
No,
Goodbye.
I'm fucking with you. You're very forward. I appreciate it, but you seem very nervous and forward at the same time, and it's. Are you doing all right?
I'm great. This is fine. I don't know how to do this. I didn't get like embarrassed and shit with ramen. This is all very new to me.
Right. Well, I'll see you tonight then.
Yes, you will. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Marzina, Kurt, you spend your evenings however you'd like, and then, or you spend your afternoons however you'd like, and then at the evening you rejoin. Where do you guys set your rendezvous to take place?
I feel like Mary just like fucking go walk down the hall, knock on his door at 7 p.m. Or like it's like the awkward thing where like she's pacing like right in front of the door like 5 minutes early, but she's waiting for at 7 because she's cringe like that.
Or you get like out of the wash tub, like you're well and ready, like you're just putting on the final details, and you just hear footsteps on the marble floor outside.
Uh, I will hear her and just wait for her to open the door like the second that it goes to like the second that it's time, and I'm just like standing right there at the door as she opens it.
Okay.
Yeah. Meryl take him to that cute little restaurant she told Cloris about where they have the quasi dragons and they make creme brulee by just like fucking manhandling a dragon and like having it puff out fire on the
Yeah.
table.
It's like a
And
hibachi grill when like they cook in front of you. The cook, they cart this they like move this car over to the side of your table. There's a or like a little covering, like a curtain over the cart. They reach one hand under, there's a squeal as they hold this quasi dragon by its tail. It nips at him. Hey! It is dazed. And then he kind of feeds it a treat, he pets it a little bit, and it curls up immediately. He takes it, holds it in one hand like a gun, and just squeezes the belly as it does this burp of flame over this just custard caramelizing the top. He takes a spoon, puts it in front of both of you, and gestures for you to smack it to break the creme brulee. As you hit it, there's small little cinnamon and flame that extend upwards from the like crystallized glass-like ceiling. It breaks, and this aroma of cinnamon and nutmeg just fills not just your nose, but the entire vicinity around this table.
y'all have seen the pufferfish eating carrots meme, right? Yeah, after that, she'll probably cast water walk on them and like take them out to like the middle of a lake or something. They can stargaze and mushy stuff. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
we're gonna be EOS and we're gonna do stuff like this in the future too.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Are you
What?
are you okay?
No, but like, are any of us right now?
Right.
Yeah.
As long as it's the normal crushing weight of what's ahead of us and not something else, that's all I wanted to make sure.
I'm really scared to see Svaro again.
Yeah.
I feel like I broke the world trying to get to him, and I still lost him. And now everyone's losing the ones they love. And like, I don't know. This feels like my fault, and it feels like nothing we're doing is working, which is like what EOS wants us to think instead of losing hope, but I'm scared the end's feeling like it's coming way too fast.
Yeah. It's things will keep moving regardless. of if you want them to or not. Just need to make the most of it while we're going through, and we'll get Svaro back. This won't be for nothing. It wouldn't be regardless, but
Thank you. She'll put her head on his shoulder. And they can look at the stars.
yeah.
Okay.
There is one last thing I did want to bring up to you. So in a wild case of coincidence, Cadmus approached me,
Oh?
and he look, he had the same idea that I had. Well, at least Velfumenos was offering me a job doing roughly what I was planning on doing, which is terrific. That's like half the, I felt like a lot of the steps I would need to take would be, at least getting some kind of blessing from the Lords of the Plains, which is great. But obviously something that Cadmus said, and maybe I should have thought of this beforehand. You met Joy. The reason why things didn't work
Oh.
out with Joy was because I was busy. I was doing shit like all the time, and I just didn't have the time. And I want to be better. I want to do that better, but I can't help but acknowledge that if I'm going to be doing some plane hopping, peacekeeping stuff, I'm not going to be stationary a whole lot. Is that something that's okay with you? Like, obviously, we would work on it. I don't even know the details of it right now, but it was something Cadmus brought up, and he is right. This is something I should clear with you before I start getting all gung-ho about it.
Do you think Cadmus could use a helping hand in that? I know I don't want to be stationary, at least for a while. I spent the first
Right.
17 years of my life in a temple. I don't intend on staying in one place for too long again.
And it should be said that with this plan that I have, I don't plan on that being my entire life. I don't plan on being on the front lines of this, at least for my entire life. Maybe it's something that, like a legacy that continues, but I don't plan on being the figurehead of it for my whole life. So, but yeah, I don't want to steamroll your plans so that you're forced to do the thing that I'm doing. But if it's something that you're interested in, then it can be something we do together. You can
I'd really like that.
work on some kind of advisory role with Cadmus or something. I don't know. I don't even know what everyone's role in this will be.
I just want to help
rambling.
people, Kurt. And also, someone's got to bring you back up when you go down because you've been doing that way too often. I told you to stop freaking going down, and then you keep freaking dying.
Now, I've been better. I was hanging back a lot more than I normally would. It's a
This was
work
you
in
hanging
progress.
back?
Okay, to be fair, it was a big dragon. We couldn't exactly hang that far back, but I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
It's a work in progress.
Please keep working.
I will.
God, Kurt, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. You're going to go down, and I'm going to be like, oh no, I'm out of spell slots. Whoopsie-doo. Whose fault is that going to be, huh? No, I'll heal you. I'm sorry. It hurts a lot when you do shit like that, though.
Yeah. That's for your sake that I'm trying to do better.
You're doing great. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm scared.
So are you.
Okay. You guys spend the remainder of your evening just like standing on the water, looking at the stars. Is there anything else you two do this evening?
Mooch. Okay, never mind.
Great.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna kill myself.
No, she's
Gonna
blushing so
Toss it
hard.
back up to the
There's a
group.
reason why she
Can
turned.
Right, your
I
camera's off.
Oh,
Yeah,
there,
close.
I-
there was one thing I was gonna do.
Oh, yes,
oh,
Kurt.
sorry. If they've got, yeah.
do Kirk
It was
first.
like,
You
just
do
in case
Kurt.
we're moving on, if you've got. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Kurt is going to, he's going to go to the war room, and see, who is there from the water plane now that we have, that locked down.
Yeah. Levia, the person that you fought with through
Levia's
Neuroshroma's
there as
domain,
well.
is there. Yep.
Sick.
So in
I think
total,
I'm
there's
gonna go.
Cadmus, Levia, Celetes, and Alba.
Yep. I'm gonna head to the war room and I'm gonna so I saw you all here before. Do you all wanna go play cards or something?
You see Alba just looks up. He's like half asleep. You see Celetes cards? I would like to play cards. Levia gives a similar vibe to Alba, just kind of like, dog, I'm here to work. Cadmus gives you a crooked look. He puts his hand in front of Celetes, kind of holding her back. We're just gonna play cards.
I mean, I figure you all might need a bit of team building. Why don't we just hang out?
They all look at each other. Cadmus gives you a look that's like, and there's just this awkward, tense silence that's broken by Alba. What?
We're all going to play cards. I'm gonna invite them aboard Eden and just like fucking
Yeah.
like fly it out to like somewhere scenic.
Yeah, for sure. There's a small little table. There's you five hunched over this tinier table. As Celetes is definitely not understanding how cards work. She's like taking cards from other people's hands. Alba doesn't understand how cards work. Cadmus is just sitting back like a disappointed father, just like shaking his head. Levia's indulging and just like humoring everyone else. What are you trying to do, Kurt? Or what are you doing?
Yeah, I think legitimately it's just like he just wants to like he's gonna there's just gonna be like open bar, just drinking, playing cards, like literally just
Yeah.
that, just like getting
Give me a
everybody like
charisma
in the
saving
same
throw.
space and comfortable and stuff. Yeah. Just flat charisma check, was it? Sorry.
Charisma saving throw.
Versus saving throw. Not very good at those.
19.
30.
30. At first, it's like, yo, what the fuck is this guy? Like, Cadmus, this is your man's? And then it's like, no, like, this is what you do, and then you win. And then it's like, oh, and then with drinks flowing, eventually there's actual, like, rigmarole and conversation happening aboard this. At one point in this small little gathering of these 5 people, Cadmus is at the bar, his back is to it, arms crossed, he has a bottle in one hand, legs crossed, at the ankles, just leaning back, all of his weight on his the small of his back. He catches your eye. You mosey on over. Care to explain?
Well, you made me a job offer, and I can't do it alone.
So you're saying yes then?
Seems like I'm saying yes.
All right. That'll do.
We've got people from the elemental planes. We can look out from maybe some others from some of the other planes, but this is a good start. They're high up. They're r- literally, uh, they're trained.
Yeah.
They seem like they know
Let
what they're
me
doing.
be.
They're a little
You're doing
rough,
the
but
job regardless, right?
yeah.
Yeah. You're not gonna be working with these people. It's
Okay.
good to know them though, because you might be answering to them at some point. We're gonna let you assemble your own team.
Okay.
I've talked to Valfumenos about this. Each one of them, myself included, Levia, Saletes, Alba, we're gonna have a four-pronged approach. The Astral Sea. There's a lot we don't know about it. Rumors of civilizations there, people that can live in that space. Not looking to conquer, just looking to understand. If there are powerful enemies out there, will also probably be powerful allies as well.
And when
You'll be a representative from the fire plane. You'll be working with me. I'll be your handler.
Okay. I can
Since you're
work with this.
accepting, it's your ship to
Yeah.
run.
Right.
Quite literally your ship to run. Valfumenos has commissioned a something. The name escapes me. It's some type of vessel that can get you safe through the travel there. You're not the brightest guy, so we just throw you out there. You'd probably suffocate and twiddle around like a duck in water. So it's gonna be good to have.
That sounds like me. Me and Bartholomew actually fought a shark there. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that's.
yeah.
So I'm gonna need someone to pilot this ship.
I think the prerequisite is if you can cast a spell, you can pilot it. It's not really like a ship that goes on water or air. It's the Astral Sea again. It's a weird place.
Let's get to it when we get to it, but that. You've got me intrigued.
Yeah, no more of 5 or 6, I'd say. 7 is pushing it, but I think you can use that. Bring them to me when you get them, and we'll give them the up and up.
Alright.
All right. Good to have you aboard.
Good to be the
You still haven't
captain?
gotten better at this. Never mind.
No, not at all.
Okay. Anything else, Kurt?
No, I think they just, yeah, he just has them all over, plays cards, and then, yeah, just...
Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna toss it back up. Anyone want to grab it?
I wanna.
Cool. Chloris, then Cove.
I wanna hijack Yuri for evening and Xerix.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna tell Xerix very very seriously in grabbing him, it's like, tonight, you're not an emperor anymore. You're just a regular guy, and we're gonna have fun.
Getting to his room, you hear that there's like tussling on the inside. Like there's movement, like a table moves to the side. You hesitantly open the door, and there he is wrestling one kobold in a headlock, the other one in another one, and he's holding them both as these two kobolds, one dressed in leathers and one dressed in robes. He's like, "Yeah, I got your ass now. What? That boys how you take an enemy down." Get out.
Continue on.
Get out. What do you want, Close?
I would like if you wanted to spend a night in the evening just with me and Yuri for one night and just be Xerix.
I think I can spend a night. I mean, I did just show my face in front of the world, so I don't know how private that night would be if we're going out somewhere, but I think I'd like that.
You can take you to my vineyard.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems taken
Yeah.
aback a bit. Like he's like, this is weird. There's a weird feeling. Okay.
All right. Cool. Dress sharply.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go to Yuri, and then tell him the same. Yuri! I'm just gonna kick in the door. Business party.
You know that
Those
meme of
doors-
like Toph?
Those
You know that
words
meme of
don't belong
Toph
together.
being like, everyone got their getaway with Zuko, I didn't. That's just Caloris like kicking the fucking door open. It's time.
Pretty much. We're gonna go
What?
drinking tonight
What?
with Xerix at the vineyard, and you can see the prosperous wines and stuff I've been growing.
Okay.
Had a nice night?
No,
What happened?
I
Of
got
course,
drunk.
that question is answered as you just see, God, I can't remember his name. Luca grabbing this person and just dragging their drunk ass across the floor. He's also a little bit drunk. He's just grabbing someone like, come on, buddy. Captain. I'll
Is
see
that
you in the
Huxley?
morning. No, Huxley's not here.
Oh, okay.
Huxley's keeping a wide berth from y'all.
I wonder why.
So we're drinking tonight, dress sharply. Gonna pick you guys up at 9.
I have like 2 clean white shirts. That's my dress sharp.
I'm buying you a shirt. Gotcha.
I have money.
You don't need to
I
spend.
am an entrepreneur. I'm sorry.
So I think we share that in common, you know. Just in different ways. But I think you're better at it. I'm not gonna lie, you're better at it.
Okay, just tell me where to go and I'll like wake up. For real. this
Meet
time.
me and Eden.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make sure I have a messenger deliver you a nice shirt. I'm gonna commission. No, I'm gonna commission this most like very fine Geralt blue, light blue shirt that he has in the Tucson Blood and Wine cover.
Yeah.
Ish, yeah.
It's like 1 in the morning, like midnight, like almost 1 in the morning, like 12:30. You stumble into Eden and you see Zarek dressed similarly. You too.
Yep.
Yeah, at this point, I don't. Should we go before she gets here? Like we just.
That would be more fun.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of mean. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if we could, though, and then before you can finish the thought, Cloris, you just bursting the doors open.
Bursting up.
You guys know this isn't like an airship for travel. Like this is a war vessel, right?
Yes.
Just making sure. I mean, we're gonna do it regardless.
Yes,
but-
Karina. What's fucking goddamn it, Loris?
Hmm.
Still waking up. What is your plan exactly?
We're gonna drink at my vineyard. That's my plan. And go to the town. Where not a lot of people know there.
Where's your vineyard?
In Lucia.
across
Seaport.
the world.
Ah.
I could take you forward and back in the evening.
All right.
Sure.
Can always relocate afterwards. So cheap land there.
You get to Lucia late at night. Everyone, even on the other side of the world, actually. No, on the other side of the world, it's actually early in the morning. Like, very early in the morning. And no one's arrived at the vineyard yet. You guys show up. like hours and hours before opening. You take the key out, Chloris, you unlock it, and you go into like this little tasting room. Zarek sits down, definitely kind of doing this little shuffle, like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna get my servant, my people I hired, and be like, special premium tasting course starts now. Gather the people.
How premium can year-old wine be?
When it's touched by the Archdruid myself, it's pretty divine.
So you're an archdruid now? Did I miss that?
Who gave you that?
Soon
Now it's soon.
Okay.
to
Okay.
be.
You see how the story changes. It was now, and now it's soon.
Divinely touched.
Divine lip touched.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Just drink, okay? It's good wine.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a drink.
I want to have fun, okay?
I'm having plenty of fun.
Zarek takes a sip. That isn't bad. It's pretty good.
Thank you. I'm just want to have, like, people come and the bards come with music and, like, everyone's just filling it up.
Are there other people at this party, or is it just 3 of us getting serenaded by a band?
There's more people. I'm inviting the whole town.
Okay.
See, it's a small little party in this afternoon in Lucia. See, Zarek keeps in a corner by himself. He's not really like into the whole like party thing.
I'm making sure he's dancing.
He's not dancing.
Damn
He's
it.
not. He's
Hey,
an awkward
up to
guy.
you.
Like he's never grown up with people. Like he's never had a friend in his life. He's just in the corner
we're
awkwardly
sitting-
at the party.
I'm
Wherever
sitting
Yuri
with him.
goes, he's like the friend that follows him. Like at the
That
party,
is
he just
me.
follows them around. Just fucking everyone following each other.
I need
So
one
I'm-
lifeline at a party.
Okay, well, we're having fun. We're playing cards or whatever and having a
Absolutely.
blast.
Absolutely. Anything you two want to do in this moment with the Emperor?
I just want to, like, I think you're my 2 best friends.
I've never really had friends, so I think, yeah, I'd agree.
And I hope when all is done, that's how we'll remember each other.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted just a night
Why
of
are you
Reveille.
saying it like that?
I just want to make sure it's said, so it's not left unspoken. I know you're gonna run your businesses. I just want to know that if you need me, I'm gonna be kicking down your door every now and then.
That's fair.
I'm gonna be checking up on you.
Feel free. If I have anything to say about it, I'm gonna be in the same place for a while.
Good.
So,
I'll know where to find you.
I'm sorry, Yuri, if this was too forward, but I took precautions. I know that when this is all done, the Empire will disband, and that's gonna affect Xargos predominantly. I've enacted an order, one of my final ones, to make sure that the right people are in charge, taking care of everything. It shouldn't disrupt your business, it shouldn't change anything, but if you want to say in how things are done, even if it's just to hold an ear, just let me know.
advising on the future of an empire.
Never mind.
Well,
You
I know.
ruined
I'm
it. You
curious.
ruined it.
No,
Oh.
that's fine. I'm curious.
Mhm.
Is it gonna be like a city-states kind of thing? Is it gonna be regional, like dukes, or is it a council that just
Listen, I'm not trained in political manners. It's not really why the Empire was established. It was just established for this reason. But I know that the Empire is comprised of 3 different nations.
Mhm.
Mhm.
One ancient. I've already heard rumors from Sagrono that they have plans to secede, which is all well and good. I choose to look at it as a win that I can inspire people to somehow choose their own paths. I assume Veovalin will return to itself and Garrix as well. Xargos remains in the former geographically. The Sphinx Synod, the group that rules under the emperor, really just the actual rulers. We've just been a figurehead for my whole life. They make the decisions of what goes where and who does what and what laws are in place and who gets punished for breaking those laws. Synod is comprised of a lot of different people and one old friend. If they were fight worthy, then I'd ask them to join, but their fighting days are done. I can introduce you to this individual, Yuri, and I would extend the same to you, Clores, but it's really on a, once you know, I don't want that information getting out. It's a pact that my forefathers made with this creature to really give us some insight into the world.
I have a plans of honoring everyone, so that's fine. I just want to be known as Zarek's best friend.
Well, I'm sure they will tell many a tale of Chloris, the arch-druid, friend of the Emperor.
Absolutely. I mean, how could they not?
Best friend! Guys, best!
I mean, things get changed after years of telling stories, so...
I will make sure I pay those bards substantially after this. But yes.
Regardless, Yuri, we can make that meeting happen if you want to take an active role in the governing of whatever comes out of Xargos. Even if it's not Garrix, just the city itself.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least a little interested. Fuck it, why not? We got like 2 weeks to live anyway.
God, that's a morbid thought.
Someone has to be the
Pessimist.
the cheery nihilist. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Well, when event is done, I'll take you to meet them.
Okay. Well, before that, we're gonna drink a lot. Let's go to a drinking game.
Another one? This is like the 7th one.
I've been
That's
drinking
enough.
water this whole time.
You've been drinking water this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just smack Yuri and be like, drink more! I'm ordering you. Drink more!
You three engage in this night of debauchery. Waking up the next morning, Zarek is behind the bar. Yuri, what state do the servants find you in, the workers?
Oh, he's on the roof.
Loris, where do the workers find your drunk ass?
Probably in like a bear shaped in front of the fireplace.
Just sitting in a chair as a bear, like...
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, absolutely. Eventually, Yuri, are you taking Zarek's offer to meet this individual?
Sure.
I need everyone except Yuri to deafen, please.
We got so many of these.
Cool, you're good. All right, everyone is back. I'm gonna toss it up to the group once more. Anything
My
else?
turn.
Yes, Cove.
There's one I want to talk. I want to send you a message in private because I want to keep it secret. The other thing, the king and queen of not Olrock, the city where the rebellion took place. Bad with it. Sorry.
Ormond, Eusmis, Queen
Ormond.
Yana, and King Consort Artorias. Yeah.
All right. Are they there, or are they
Mhm.
over?
No, they're there.
I think Cove will drop by. You probably just appear somewhere, teleport in, and look for them.
Yeah, absolutely. You find them kind of perusing about in the war room. That's where everyone really spends most of their time nowadays, either in the war room or in their quarters. Meeting has just been adjourned. You catch the eye of the queen. She's flanked by two these massive, heavy-clad armor knights, and then Artorias. She gestures you to walk with her as she's just making the long journey back to her quarters. It's good to see you, Discovery. You seem different, but I like it. It's nice. Genuinely.
Thank you. I'm still getting used to it. Thank you. That's good to hear. How have you been, Ioun? Go ahead.
No, you go.
How have you been? I know things have been stressful lately.
To say that we've been doing good is not the truth. I mean, we're just working. You know, when everything settles down and when we win, that's when we can take a breath and everyone will feel a lot better.
Yes. Everything's been happening so quickly. But this whole journey has been interesting for the both of us. I think you getting queen, and just 2 years ago, I would only consider myself a novice at best in wizardry. But at one point, your beloved offered me a position here when this was all over. I just want to make sure will that be all right with you.
Absolutely.
Good to hear. I was wondering if. Sorry, I'm not good at conversations. I just want to make sure everyone's all right. Is there
Are
any
you
place?
all right?
I think in the first time in a long time I am. As I know this has been stressful for your family, I was wondering if is there any place you like to visit very quickly? I can get you there and back before anyone even notices.
I'm where I need to be.
All right.
She kind of grips Artorias' hand as he grips hers back.
Kind of looking at them both like kind of happy to see them have the affection. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but there is a personal project that I would like to work on once this is all over, and I hope that I could have some aid. Because I might be a bit big for one person.
I look forward to speaking to you about it.
As do I. I wish you all the best and a big celebration full of magic when this is all over.
Something like that.
Kind of nods. Well, unless you have needed me, I'll be on my way. I just want to make sure my friend.
She gives you a nod and she continues on.
Okay. Cole will like move away a little bit, like he's been using the carpet to kind of move around. And you'll just kind of go around the castle for a bit, just look at everything. Because like if he might work here, he just wants to nose around. And at one point, probably not notice, probably forgetting that it's not common thing to see, he would just teleport away. And the other thing would also again visit the graves. Not say anything, but just like be there, see it, give a nod, and come back.
All right. Absolutely. Anyone else?
I'm gonna do a quick thing. I'm gonna have a conversation with Ryan and Kurt.
Absolutely. Kurt, where does Cloris find you?
This is fun.
Yeah, like honestly, it's probably the same. Besides the downtime stuff,
sure.
he's just been training. So
Sure, you find him where Marzina found him at the training yard in a similar state.
I'm just gonna toss 2 riding saddles. 1 riding saddles to him. Let's go. I have something planned.
Okay. Should I be questioning this? What's...
We've done this before. We're going wine riding in Kajor.
Oh yeah, I'm into that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Absolutely. You
just
find the gold dragonborn. He's still there. The wyverns have gotten a little bit bigger. Charging a bit more because of like the dangers involved with it. It's probably going to be held liable at some point or another. But you enjoy a wonderful wyvern ride. They follow the same fixed path throughout the entirety of the city.
while we're wyvern driving, I'm just gonna drive by with my wyvern and have like a mother to dating someone's daughter conversation with him, being like, I heard you're dating Marcina now?
Yeah, I figured it was only a matter of time before everyone found out about that. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. You know, if you hurt her, I will curse you.
Don't plan on hurting her, but I don't doubt that you will curse me, yes.
And if I die, I will come back and haunt you. You know that, so...
Okay. Is that a
Okay.
thing Faye can do, or...?
Totally.
Okay, yeah,
Totally.
I believe that.
We'll find
You
out on
totally
Monday.
believe. So, I just want to be sure. Okay, we scored that away. You still owe me a favor when this is done and over, if I live.
Yeah, sure. You've brought this up, like, several times. Is there, like...
It really depends on the outcome, okay?
Okay. Because I didn't... Honestly, I don't remember what I did that earned you a favor from me. I'm not reneging on it. Like, it's fine. I can do you a favor, Cloris. That's...
Remember when I helped you on the fire plane? Just snuck out of there, and I said, "You owe me a favor if I help you." Right, that's
Right.
That's weird.
I
Yes.
do remember that now. Yes, that was very
Yes.
helpful as well. So yes,
Yes.
that is fine. Yes.
Okay,
you-
but
I
I
feel
just
like
want
you
to have
have
fun.
the sense that you know what this favor is, but you're just not telling me.
There's 2 possibly how it really depends on the outcome. It really depends.
Okay. All right. Well, sure. Let's
But
have
what's your
some fun.
plans after this?
Well, actually, I got a job offer from Velfumenos doing some very different work from what I was originally doing. Some, diplomatic? Maybe that's not the right word. Exploratory. The shape that it takes will remain to be seen, but
With Marcina,
Adventure
right?
is out there.
With Marcina, right?
I believe so. I would like her to come up. I'm very much in a I'm in a tricky situation here where I feel like she's gonna know a lot more about what's gonna happen after we sort out Eos. She's gonna have a lot more information, specifically once we find out what's going on with Svaro. Is honestly my thought.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like railroad her into
Okay.
doing my business just because we've decided to do this. So yeah, that's I would love to have her on my team. Like I would love to do that.
Okay.
I think that would be great, but I'm not trying to force her into anything. She's her
How
own
much?
girl.
How much do you like her?
A whole lot, Cloris. Why?
Just
This
asking.
feels like okay.
I'm just asking. Are you happy? Are you content? Does she make your heart sing?
I am, and she does, Chloris.
Okay. There's a 3 guest room at the vineyard for you guys. Just saying.
We'll take you up on that someday.
You better. I'm gonna
Okay.
find and haunt you.
The haunting again.
I'm just trying to be
Or just
intimidating.
pulls off on her wyvern.
Can I try and
Alright.
do like a barrel roll on this thing?
Absolutely. Do a barrel roll. Absolutely.
There we go. I'm good.
Tossing it back up to anybody who wants it. Until I move forward. Anyone else? Going once. Going twice.
I've had enough.
Going 3 times. And
Oh,
we
I forgot.
arrive. Oh, you got something?
No, I was joking. Continue.
Cool. We arrive to Swords Day. 5 days after all of these events that have transpired throughout this session, it is here now where everyone is meeting in the War Room of Eden. You all, Artigan, Zarek, Vaxilin, Alba, Levia, Saletes, Cadmus, Yana, Garland, Artorius. Everyone who has a stake in this fight that knows what's at stake is here. There's some chatter that comes to a close as Zarek stands up. He calls the meeting in and then gestures to Artigan. Artigan stands, pulling from his pouch 4 different colored, massive, about like a basketball-sized gem. One this yellowy amber color, one this deep red color, one this cerulean blue, and one this teal green, as he places them in front of him. These are the primordial gems from each of the 4 kings and queens. These titans have bestowed unto us a vestige of their power. By consuming these gems, I'll be able to unleash a vast amount of magic to seal the eternal within the country of Xargos. We've done our part. We've removed all of the innocents from that nation. The seal will prevent any extraplanar escape in or out, preventing Eos from getting away from any means more than mundane. Additionally, it'll prevent any damage to the remainder of the world from the battle to come. However, I will need to focus on the seal and the seal alone. If my concentration is broken for even a moment, I will have to start again. I have no doubt that the Eternal Light will send some forces to combat this effort. I need a protection from a small force, while the first battle is fought in the Laced Mountains to the north of Xargos. And he hesitates, and you feel the aura of the room tense up slightly. While a small garrison tackles the preliminary forces of the Eternal. We've already assigned a number to this mission. All that's left is to determine who's coming with me to act as my guardians. Everyone, give me a perception check.
Anything for you, AJ.
Is that you speaking through your pillow because you're in your bed?
16 for me. It's pretty decent considering I only got +1.
Ooh, 23.
What is
31,
happening?
natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yikes.
31.
Flores, Marzina,
And 19.
and Bart. You guys notice that Tarathiel is not here. In fact, he hasn't been here in the last 5 days that you've ever seen. You haven't seen this tattooed sorcerer anywhere to be found.
Hey, Arctic.
What happened
And
to Tarathiel?
Yeah, where is
it's aware to everyone this truth as the doors open. Tarathiel panting and sweating, his eyes wide, mouth gaping, flushed in the face. Everyone! A glyph has appeared in the sky above Haven.
Oh.
It's at the temple of the all-knowing mistress. And there was someone else spotted. Red of skin with a glowing aura.
AJ, who's the all-knowing maiden? What god is that?
That's
God
Ioun.
knowledge.
Ioun.
God knowledge.
You see there's chatter immediately and clambering goes about as immediate calls to arms are being rang out in this war room. Zarek stands, Artigan does, they put a hand and they calm everyone down, but as they do so, you all hear a rumbling caused by screams outside. Not screams from people, but snarls and roars, draconic in nature.
Oh fuck.
Everyone leaves the war room, booking it, going to the nearest portal that they can see outside into the rest of the city, where there are 3 or 4 massive dragons. These dragons are unlike anything any of you have currently seen. They have pale white skin, golden wings, with hints of blue arcane runes over them. These light dragons surround the city, unleashing these bursts of radiant breath, crisping certain parts of the city of Xargos. There's chaos everywhere very quickly as people immediately are trying to move, people are trying to divvy up their forces, and with this roar, you hear an old familiar voice. This, everyone sit down! As this silver dragonborn Garland commands this presence from these people. Weaker in physical ability, but still showing those vestiges of a commander. Garland is geared up. He's in full armor, he's got his weapons, he's geared up for a fight coming into this war room. We're getting attacked on 2 sides. We can't wait for Xargos to be sealed anymore. We need to move now. Everyone, we need to figure out where everyone's going. Zarek snaps into action. Vaxilem as well. Vaxilem, you and I will take the city. We'll defend it. Points to Alba, Cadmus, Celes, and Levia. You as well. We need to protect the people of Xargos. There's nods as agreement in that plan. Artigan speaks up to Garland. You'll proceed as planned. We're heading to Xargos. I need guardians. And people immediately fall into their roles. Yana is being whisked away, taken somewhere safely. Artorias joining in the fight for Xargos. I'm leaving it up to y'all now. There's 3 different options here. There's 6 of you. I will tell you that the players on the board are going where? Zarek, Vaxilem, Tarathiel, the Elemental Walkers, the Right Hands, and Artorias are defending the city alongside the garrison and the guards of the actual capital city. So all of the Imperial soldiers, Valgadinor, they are all trying to defend the city. Svaro, red-skinned individual with a glowing gift, was spotted in Haven, the World Council's headquarters where the Temple of Ioun sits. A glyph, a massive glyph behind him. 2. And 3, Artigan needs to seal Xargos.
You guys know how the malcontents had a little powwow moment? Should I prepare a PowerPoint?
We're making
We're
a
deciding
decision
now. We're making a decision now.
No.
Okay.
So
We
you
are
know
level
where
wanna-
17. We don't get to wait.
So let's go through each person.
I will
see
say
what-
this. Vaxilim approaches you, Bartholdi. He just extends his hand out. Kind of in like that hero's grabbing your forearm. Fight with me. You, Zarek, and I can get across the city quickly. So if that's all right with you all.
I'm death warding Bartholdi.
Okay, spend a spell slot.
Yes, sir.
We can't let the city fall. These people are innocent. We must protect them. Some of you should probably go with Artigan for sure, but if any of us can go Village to Mare, this might be your opportunity to reach him.
I need to go to Haven. I have to.
It may sound strange, but I also would like to go to Haven.
See, that's strange.
Artigan, do you know how long it will take you to finish the casting?
I don't. Sealing an entire country is not something that anyone has done in centuries. I won't be help in the fight, I can assure you that. If anything, I will be a nuisance. I need you to protect me. I will say, using those perception checks, Chloris and Marzina and Bart, you notice that Skara is like holding back tears with her baby in her arms. She's now come up to this area finding her husband. And they kind of have this quiet little conversation where he hugs her tightly, kind of holding her with her baby in his, with their baby in between them. He gives her a kiss on the forehead, he gives the baby a kiss, and then she heads off with tears in her eyes.
I think Bartholdi would give her like that strong, like,
Here's what I think. Bartholdi stays in the city. Chloris and Cove, you guys defend Artigan. Me, Yuri, and Mare will go deal with Svaro. That's what I think.
Can I? I'm not sure we are adept to protecting alone.
I can cast some wards to make it more difficult to get to him, and the worst
You
case.
can also try to convince someone, like an NPC that's staying in the city, to come to one of those. This is happening fast.
Do you want to convince some of the elemental people? Like, hey, come with us. This has to be done.
Maybe if we take the Earth Elemental with us, Alba. Because he
Elemental?
seems beefy.
No, this isn't a you pick, this is a you convince.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna convince anyone to join there.
I
Oh,
think we
sorry,
should try to-
Tarathiel is going with Artigan. I said he was in the city, but Tarathiel is going to Xargos.
There's another mage, me and Chloris. The issue is, if we're gonna be swarmed by the moats, the second we're out of their level slots and higher, we can't damage them.
I will paint you guys a better picture and give you a moment of reprieve to think and chat amongst each other. Here's what's happening. The city is under attack by 3 or 4 light dragons. That needs to be dealt with. Svaro has appeared in Haven. That needs to be dealt with. Artigan will begin sealing Xargos. There is a force of moats on the ground floor below the Laced Mountains that are going to be charging upwards. Garland is leading a garrison in this mission to just hold them off until Artigan can go ahead and seal the country. I will also say, give me an intelligence saving throw from Cove and Chloris, and I will say the people who are on the fence, if you're committed to one, so Marzina and Bartholdi, don't roll.
Oh!
Oh my
25?
god.
Oh.
25, 31. Chloris and Cove. This garrison cannot survive. This is a suicide mission.
Yeah.
They are going there with the intent of dying and holding back these moats long enough for Artigan to seal the country. They will be inside the country.
There's no
They will be
perfect
sealed in.
scenario in terms of
They will die.
there's a tank or there's an Arcaster. It's just
No.
do what your character wants to do.
Yes.
There is no optimal party comp for any of these.
Okay. Well, one, I know that Cove will probably want to go to Art again, even if he wants to help with Svaro. Without an arm, I can't harm Svaro, so I'm not going to be helpful in that anyway. I could help with the dragons, but Artigan needs someone to go with him. And he might need someone who can help him keep concentration, and I can do that. Like if he's about to break, I can help or do my fancy stuff. Chorus, if you want to come with me, but we can. I think we'll need Kurt to try to convince at least one of the elemental people, just to be a front line.
We have a garrison though.
We have-
Garrison's not with you. They are on the bottom floor.
Yeah, okay,
Essentially,
yeah.
the garrison is
Okay.
fighting here. You guys are up here trying to seal the country. Your job is to
Essentially-
protect Artigan from getting this spell off.
Essentially, they're going to be rushing us. All the ones that get past the garrison is going to be rushing us. So we're going to be doing
I need to
like
be
a swarm.
very clear. In Xargos, it is not a fight to win. It is a fight to seal the country and get out of Dodge.
Attrition.
It
That's
is
why I figured you
survive
two
long
will be the
enough.
best, because you guys will have like
You can
some
also get
means
out
of
the most
control.
on your
And
own.
AOE is mostly what is needed. You don't need like
Yeah.
single fights or anything. You need to
You're
like just
You are the
man
best
it, like
ones
crowd
on
control,
crowds,
basically.
and you have more maneuverability in terms of long distance than anyone if you need to get out of hell.
You need to protect Artigan long enough for the spell to go off. If he takes damage, he has to start over.
I will say yes, but I do need a couple minutes putting through a spell list prepared.
You're
That's fine.
good.
Are we
Okay.
doing this tonight? Doing all the
Maybe. Chloris, you're going to
lordy.
Xargos.
I'm going to protect Artigan, yeah. I'm gonna kiss
Like
Bartoli one goodbye though.
I'm going with her. Kirk, try to convince one of the guys.
Okay. Cove, you're going to Xargos, Tarathiel. So that's 3 to Xargos. I assume Marzina, Yuri, and Kurt
Is
are going to
is one of
Haven.
these three not getting addressed at all? Which one isn't getting?
Xargos?
Yeah,
Xargos has
Xargos-
Bartholdi,
Xargos is on
Vaxilin,
us.
yeah. Xargos is Bartholdi, Vaxilin, Zarek, the Elemental Walkers, so Cadmus, Levias, Aletes,
Okay,
Alba.
go.
all of them.
Cool. Alright.
Is that the plan then? Alright.
Yeah.
Bartholdi, Garland catches your eye for a second as you guys are rushing forward. He's loading up all of his soldiers into Eden, and he stops and grabs you by both your arms very seriously. It's been an honor to see you grow.
If something happens, I'll watch out for you. You have to worry.
I know you will. I know you will.
Couldn't ask for a better teacher.
Couldn't have asked for a better student. He taps you on the arm and he heads into Eden.
And off I go.
Bartholdi, you, Vaxim, Zarek, and the rest head into the city. Artigan begins casting a spell to teleport Chloris, Cove, and Tarathiel, but he's first going to teleport Marzina, Yuri, and Kurt to the Temple of the All-Knowing Mistress. Anything you all want to say to each other before you leave?
Don't die. We can do this.
Trust each
Drink
Put
some
our
of my
hands
place after.
Don't die.
Don't die on 3.
other. Don't die.
Don't die.
1, 2,
If you
3,
do
don't
come
die.
back.
Don't die. I'll see y'all at
Don't die.
dinner. I love you guys.
Drink some of my
Love you.
place after.
Watch each
Let's
other.
do this.
Trust each other.
Let's make history, guys.
And with that, the groups separate. Teleportation is instant. It's not this wide, long, like RuneScape teleport thing that takes forever to draw the circle. It's just a quick, and you're there. Maybe a few seconds at most. But for one of you, teleportation doesn't happen in the way you'd expect. Marzina.
Oh no! No!
As the teleport spell goes through,
Oh no no
you're
no!
not looking in the tower of the all-knowing mistress. You're not expecting to see this new place. You're in a vast pool of water with just a full moon and its light with the reflection echoing against the water. And there's just silence. The only sound is this lapping of these waves from an unknown source. You feel this deific light around you. And there's an expectancy. What do you do, Marzina?
Okay, so there's like a pool of water.
It's a massive pool of water. It's very similar to when your body was... You left your corporeal form to speak to Lunara the first time.
Can I look into the pool of water? Do I see my reflection?
The whole ground is the pool of water. You absolutely
Okay.
see a reflection. It's like you're standing on top of the water.
Can I do like a religion check? Like, do I feel like Lunara is here with me, or is there an absence
No
of her at
check
all?
needed. There's a stark feeling of her there.
Okay. 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 Last time we spoke here, it gave me the advice to walk the twilight path towards dawn. For me, that's towards the sun. That's towards Svaro for me. I'm getting my brother back.
I understand. I have felt your devotion wane, and I do not blame your feelings. I know you are conflicted.
I love you, and I always will, but I can't let that impede on my other relations. And I fear
Good.
I don't think me not being devoted to you is a possibility in my life, but I'm devoted to others as well.
Then you have only done what I have wished for you to finally do. For the role I have had in your hardships, I harbor a solemn sentiment. I wish to make this right. I cannot guarantee the return of your brother. I can only guarantee a singular chance. I can only give you one final blessing, if you would take it.
There's no fate that's so immovable that we can't change it. Any help you can give me, I'll gladly take.
If you accept this blessing upon you, then this will be the last time I speak beyond the divine shale. I will be forced into a slumber. Which I will do willingly to help you.
I have to. I appreciate what you're doing for me. I do, but even if it's one chance, I need to get him back.
And my final words to you will be to go forth, my champion. Marzina, you can go into your feats, and you can add the boon of the Moon Maiden. You can cast the spell Greater Restoration at will, without expending a spell slot. When you utilize a healing spell with a casting time of 1 action that only targets a singular creature, you can expend a spell slot of equal or higher level as part of that same action to target another creature within range. Once per long rest, you can bolster you or an ally you can touch. They regain 50 hit points and gain temporary hit points equal to your cleric level. Additionally, attacks against them are made at disadvantage until they take a short or long rest. And then you have one final blessing. You can feel free to read it. If you utilize it, then your divine intervention feature becomes locked. So it's not locked, but it's go to your feats at the very bottom of features, and then type in Boon of the Moon Maiden. Manage feats.
Manage feats, okay. I'm in the M section. Aha! That's why I was in the M section. Thank you.
You all, I will start with those in Haven. Marzina, Yuri, and Kurt, you're teleported into a tiny closet space of a room where this teleportation circle lies. Busting your way out, you just go upwards and you're already hearing clambering below you, but they fall on deaf ears as you make your way up and up and up. Yes?
Before we're going up, I'm grabbing Yuri by the collar. I know you need to fight Svaro, and I'm gonna let you do it, but you need to let me talk to him first.
This isn't the time.
I do not fucking care. You need to let me talk to him first. Please. After that, I won't stop you. I'll fucking death ward you. I don't care. You can have. I'll help you fight him, but I need to talk to him first. Yuri, I'm begging you. I'm letting him go and going upstairs, not even hearing his response.
Okay.
He doesn't respond.
You all see light break through one singular door. And in front of you are massive awnings, different balconies and platforms that extend. There are different symbols, circular in nature, some depicting maybe a half-closed eye and some archaic design. And floating at the apex of the farthest balcony is this red fire genasi, this symbol of Eos behind him very closely like a collar, and then a massive glyph behind him. As he floats towards the farthest balcony, he lands on one knee and slowly stands. There's no emotion. You're maybe... Let me see if I can actually place you guys here. I will just give you an idea of what it looks like and where you are in relation.
Jesus Christ.
The apex
Soft
here,
piano into,
this massive balcony.
It is
with this singular
dark visioned.
Give me no memento.
I was real concerned. I was like, I can't see the map again.
Can you see now?
Hey, it's real pretty.
My hands are.
Yes, we can see.
Perfect.
Where's my
That's just the
brother?
kind of... It's not on the
Where's
map yet.
Oh,
Not on the map
fuck.
yet.
Ooh, I love this map.
That's pretty.
Oh,
Thank
this
you.
is sick.
So Scove's house.
Huh, he wishes. Let me
It's a
place
god's
him
temple. It's a little.
here.
Well, no, it's the clock imagery.
It's math.
Yeah,
Math circles. It's the goddess of knowledge.
that makes sense.
Should be right there. There he is.
There he is.
See the boy.
Can I ask a mechanical question, AJ?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I have prepared, I have the spell component, and I've been saving it for this particular instance.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have 1 minute of cast time before the motes arrive?
Before, yeah, we're gonna get to you guys in a second.
Okay, because then I will prepare the spell. Cool.
You see maybe 300, 400 feet away this individual. He doesn't move yet. He's standing there. He spots you three. One arm extends outwards as light materializes in this cylinder space, grabbing this spear, holding it blade side down and slowly walking. You all are free to move as well.
Are we rolling initiative or can we just move?
Not yet. You can move for now.
Get going.
But he stands there on this massive platform.
If someone else is too afraid to move their full 30 feet, I'll.
Nah. Marzina's dashing, sprinting towards Svaro.
I can't move my character though.
Good, keep it that way. Oh my gosh, you guys. I feel like I'm gonna like throw up. I'm so nervous.
Try this. Now you can. Try to move him. There you go. And he stands here, jumps down with a slight hop, and continues to move.
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Literally just like, I want like me and Yuri just like flanking Mare. Like, like fucking V formation.
Bodyguard.
As you're running, Marzina, you approach. There's this massive, similar sigil that is thrown. It hits the ground at your feet. As the monk throws this, almost this throwing star made of this sigil, and stands straight again. You look at it, and Marzina, you're adept enough at this level to realize that it's going to explode. You sidestep it out the way as it explodes, this burst of radiant light. And you realize that at first, he was just walking, not paying you any mind. Now he's looking at you all. What do you guys want to do?
Svaro. I know I fucked up before, but please don't shut me out anymore. Everything I've done for you, and I need you to hear me out, please.
There's no response, just a look. It's not a look of a brotherly love, it's a look of, you're in my way.
I'm moving 30 feet
Yuri.
closer.
Anything you guys are doing?
I was just in the middle of sending it to you because I didn't want to just hype it and change it. While we were preparing for the teleport, could I have applied the oil of sharpness?
For sure.
I will do so.
This might be really, really stupid, but also, AJ, I'm gonna use all 8 charges on the Twilight Bringer to go into my exalted state.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
At seeing this voice that should be louder, or it should be a lot softer than it comes out. In Pantheon, there is one God.
I thought you were smarter than this. I thought you'd realize Eos is using you, Svaro. What happened to my brother who held my hand back in Ormond, who didn't want this, who was scared?
You let him die. He brings 1 foot back, gets in a stance, and takes the spear out. The other 3. You arrive at the peak. Not you. You arrive at the peak of this mountain, the Laced Mountains. Eden appears above you, descending down. Chloris, Cove, Tarathiel, and Artigan. Scrambling out of this teleport, Artigan immediately gets down on one knee, lays out these 4 elemental gems, begins focusing on one as it disappears and consumes into his person. And he continues to do this for 3-4 rounds, consuming these elemental gems into him. You see the bones of his body begin to crack. The skull splits halfway through this massive crack in his forehead. The arms are even more brittle. Stands up after consuming them, and he begins to start just the somatic components of this spell.
Can I make an a sort of Arcana check to see, like, will him succeed in doing this kill him? Like, is this not something he's going to survive?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Or you can give me a
Well-
medicine check if you'd like.
I don't wanna.
Okay.
I wanna do what I was going to do in that minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my hands up to whatever trees or natures I had. I'm gonna put my hand in the ground and make a symbol. I'm gonna cast 7th level symbol, choosing that to be
Okay.
triggered.
All right.
Like a little bit ahead, so it will stop if they get too close.
Okay. 21 Arcana, yeah, Artigan is going to die after consuming these gems. There's no way he survives the strain on his body of consuming these primordial gems and casting this high of a spell. He is going to die.
I kind of like see that. I just give him a nod, and I prepare to defend. Looking at this area, does it look like these things can come from multiple different points, or are they all going
It's
to be
2
coming from
cliffs. It's 2 cliffs. You guys are, it's essentially where 2 mountains would meet, a small space of air stopping them. You guys are on one side, the side of the Empire. And on the other side is Xargos. Artigan essentially plans to build a barrier in that space and lock the entire country away in that space.
Okay, so they're all probably going to be coming from one side. I don't have an hour to cast Cliff of Warding, so I can't even do that. I'm going to turn towards Tarathiel. You have a plan? As I like prepare my magics.
Kind of. Just protect the old man. I'll draw aggro. I'll get him to chase me. And then we go from there.
I put a symbol there. Do we know if they are resistant to necrotic? When we fought them?
We do not know.
All we know is that spells of 3rd level and lower.
It's a
they're
7th
just
level
immune.
spell. It's a
I know, but what we know is simply level 3 and lower.
You see cresting from the horizon of the mountain. These massive golden wings extend.
Oh, fuck.
Black mist shudders off of them as this gold shadow dragon lands on the other side of the cliff. It roars loudly as it rises its neck upwards. But that's not what gives you all pause. You fought dragons, you fought demons, devils, archfey, and everything in between. But time seems to stop for a moment. There's a beat. The world goes black and white for you three. As floating high in the sky is the eternal light.
Fuck.
So, it has begun anew. War. Perhaps the only war worth fighting. Show me. So one arm crosses over the other. Show me what you fight for. No casting spells. No actions. Because that will trigger initiative. I'm gonna get to you three in a second. Bartholdi. You, Vaxlim, Artorius, Zarek, the Elemental Walkers are rushing through the corridors of the city, where you see a light dragon stand on top of the Blood Gate, one of the entrances into the city, right outside of Newtown. Standing right here, it roars this mighty roar of radiant breath, eviscerating this entire region. You hear the screams of people as you're running from the Empyrean landing. Another one lands at the Wise Gate. Then one across the city you see descending from where you know to be the Dusk Gate. Bartholdi, I'm going to give it to you. What is your plan here? You have the Elemental Walkers, Vaxlim, Zarek, and Artorius. So that is 7 people. And you making it 8. There are 3 spots. Who goes where?
I think we send. This is rough, dude. I think we send. I think me, Vaxlim, and Zarek split up all 3 ways. No matter what, I think the question is one of us just takes one extra person with them. So who do they take? I think the 2 elementals go with 2 of us, and then the other remaining person goes with the other person.
Okay, so do you want to go with 2 or 1?
I'll go with 1. I don't want to.
Okay, who do you take? Cadmus, Alba, Celetes, or Levia?
I'll take Solides.
Okay. And which gate? Blood Gate, a Wise Gate, or Dusk Gate?
Blood Gate.
All right, I'm going to say Zarek goes to the Dusk Gate. with Levia and Alba. And Vaxlin will go to the Wise Gate near you with Cadmus and 1, 2, 3. Who am I forgetting? Alba, Salides,
Brathiel?
Cadmus.
Brathiel?
No,
Brathiel,
Artorias.
yeah,
Artorias.
Yeah, so have Artorias go with him. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. As you're splitting up, is there anything you want to say to any of these people, Bartholdi, before you depart from them?
This is the first fight. If we can't win here, we have no chance in the next one. Give it everything you have.
See, Vaxlin snorts. Try to keep up. If you don't, then I'll have to clean up your mess.
With his new 23 strength, he jumps straight up in the air, casts fly, and flies off in the direction.
Okay. Bartholdi, you go to engage in battle with these light dragons. I'm going to go back to either Haven or Zarix. With the
Zarix.
remaining
Go to
5.
Zarix. Go to
Cool.
Zarix.
Zarix, Chloris, Cove, Tarathiel, and Artigan. Is there? And again, no actions that would provoke initiative. There's Abor, the Gold Shadow Dragon, and Eos in the sky. Is there anything you two do, Chloris and Discovery?
I'm gonna stick quietly to both Argan, Chloris, and Tarathiel. I don't have an arm. I can't hurt the dragon.
You
That's
see
not what-
Artigan while doing the components. Stop focusing on what you can't do! I didn't teach you that! Focus on what you can do!
It's remember our mission. And I want to go to Eos saying, I'll show you what hope is made for.
Candle. Its wick ever burning. Hope lost. Show me. And the next word that comes out seems like it's a foreign word to the creature. Please. As the dragon roars, golden flame licking on its mouth, you see the orange embers tainted by necrotic shadow. Anything else, Chloris and Discovery, from you tonight?
I'm gonna hold Cove's hand.
Okay.
Okay. Cove gets ready, and he's just gonna look. Is it just the dragon, or are we also gonna have to deal with the horde?
Is that a question for me, or just a question you're putting into the ether?
Does Cove see any moats coming up?
Nearby? Not right now, no.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Tarathiel. What's his reaction to all this?
He's getting ready for a fight. All of his tattoos are glowing, every single tattoo. Not just usually utilizing them in sporadic. He's a sorcerer that's with a weak constitution. He's bolstered his magic through these tattoos. He's gonna let loose. Whether it burns every tattoo off, he's letting loose.
All right. Let's give him hell.
As the dragon roars, its wings flap as it launches into the air.
I'm
Back
scared,
at the
guys.
Temple of the All-Knowing Mistress. You three. Anything else from you three?
Yuri has Death Ward on him.
Okay, that's another spell slot down.
Mhm.
Kurt, Yuri, Mare. Anything?
The game is currently paused for me. Am I allowed to go?
Uh-huh. You cannot move. Moving will provoke initiative.
Okay. This is great. This is great. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Svaro. I'm doing this to save you. There's no world where you and I can be in it if Eos destroys the world.
This world needs to be destroyed so it can begin anew. A better world.
There is no better world, Svaro. The death of millions isn't gonna cause a better world. It's just gonna let the sins of this world tarnish the next.
Billions. Billions.
You do that. I can't let you do that, Svaro.
And I can't let you stop me. You can bask under the eternal light, or you can have it burn you away.
The only light I'm basking in is the light that I have in my soul, and that's a reflection of you, not the eternal Svaro. The only eternal thing I have in me is the love I have for you and my friends. You can try and
Yeah,
ignore it and muddle it out, but it's a part of you, Svaro. I know there is still love in you.
you think your words will make a difference?
You and I both know actions speak louder than words. And she's gonna brand her shield.
Huh. I feel like I should like you, but you disgust me. The words coming from your mouths are a sin unto my Lord. Your very presence disgusts me. You're a child, thinking she can rejoice in her childhood. When you fall and your blood is burned, I will relish your screams. I will relish the sound of my boot crushing your neck. And I will relish the silence when the light consumes all.
Are you
That's
gonna
what we're going to end our
relish?
session today, gang.
I love you guys. I love you guys.